Yes, guys. Yes, people. We're back for another live stream. Back for another video. Like, subscribe, all of that. I don't even know how I'm still awake, but yeah, it is what it is. Big up everybody that's in here. Like and subscribe. What the fuck is on my eye? Can't be asked. Yeah, big up everybody that's in here. We're here for another live stream. Here for another video. It's another game without a win, but hey, we played brilliantly. That's what I'm hearing. I'm also not going to jump onto the other side and say that we played like absolute shit, because I don't think we did that. I don't think we played like shit. There was improvements, but there was also areas where it's like, shit, what are we doing? There was areas where it's the same old Chelsea. There's a lot of different ways that you could look at this game, and we're going to try and discuss all of it. And yeah, we're gonna delve into everything regarding the game, individual performances, the team performance. To talk about Graham Potter, because obviously we're going to talk about him as well. And big up everybody that's in here. Like, subscribe, all of that. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below. Check out Jerseys FC for all your highest quality football shirts. My head is a fucking mess. I should have slept. But yeah, check out Jerseys FC for all your best quality football shirts. And yeah, like, subscribe, super chat if you guys haven't done so already. And like we already said, one like is also one prayer for me, because I fucking need it. I fucking need it. But yeah, big up everybody. In terms of the game, like, I think there was areas that we did well in. Like, we were starting to make a little bit more chances. I thought our build-up play was good in some phases, but that's the positives of it. I thought there was negatives to it too. Like, fuck me, in defensive transition, we were bad. Like, every time Dortmund were countering on us, it felt like we couldn't do anything to stop it. And we were just getting saved by good blocks from the likes of Koulibaly and Silva. But it looked so obvious that they were going to score in transition, and that's what made the goal even more frustrating. And I get it, it was a good run from Adeyemi. That was all him. But we knew that was going to happen. Why didn't we prepare for it? We're going to leave Enzo as the only guy to defend on a set piece for us? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't think the blame is too much on Potter for this one, but it's like I was saying, I do want to see a little bit more. And I think with the chance creation thing, I think we have shown that we're capable of that before. Like, I used the Crystal Palace game as an example. We made chances against Crystal Palace a few weeks ago. We made a lot of chances. We're just very poor at our finishing. It's just the same old finishing. If we don't create nothing, then we don't finish anything. We never get the best of both, where we create chances and we finish a lot of chances. We never get that. So I look at the attack and I just think, same old. The only reason why I'm not really onto Felix that much is because I can see the technical quality from him just by watching him. That brother is class. Finishing pissed me off. Pissed me off to no depth. But I can at least look at him and say, okay, you're a baller. I can see it. Just please, just fucking get your shooting boots on. But like, my biggest issue with Potter, it's like, why did we take Ober out of the squad so Havertz could be our only striker up top? That doesn't make any sense to me. That makes absolutely no sense. Why are we taking our best finisher out of the squad so we can have that? Makes fuck all sense. Even when we got Felix, I want to see Felix and Ober together. I'm tired of Felix and Havertz. Havertz needs to be dropped. All the same energy about Mount holding us back, I need that for Havertz too, because he is holding us back just as much. And don't waffle to me in the comment section about, we made the most chances per game. You lot will probably only remember the one to Felix, because that was the only good one. One of the chances was a shit header that was off target that went to Felix and he headed it towards goal. That gets counted as a chance. You see how it all depends on context. Havertz was not good enough. I don't care about the stats. I have eyes. He was shit. He was fucking shit. And he needs to be benched. Potter, I do not know how he keeps putting this guy into lineups. Well, I will say, I take that back for the Champions League, because Potter took Ober out of the squad. So that one's on him. But in terms of the performance, like, I'm not really jumping onto Potter's neck too much for it. It's just, I see things that we're improving on. I'm seeing things that we need to work on. I feel like when we make more chances, it's like we kind of leave our midfield a little bit more exposed. And because of the injuries and everything, I can't really back an Enzo Ruben pivot like that. And they struggled. They struggled. Enzo did well on the ball, but defensively, he struggled. They were running through him at times. Ruben didn't really switch on till the second half. And like I said, they were running through our midfield all game. All game. So, yeah, I needed to get all of that off my chest because that was just pissing me off. Big up Cedric saying, how valid is no preseason an excuse yesterday? Big up. I don't really think there's any excuses because a lot of people are actually happy with the performance. I'm not happy with it. I think it was an average performance. I don't think it was a great performance. I've seen a lot of people saying it was an amazing performance from us. I'm thinking, what are we watching? I mean, it weren't shite. I'll say that, but it weren't great. It weren't great. First half, like, there was times I was sitting there thinking, fucking hell, can we get some control? It's just Silva saving us again. And Koulibaly. Fair play to Koulibaly as well, by the way. That time off the bench has done him the world of good. All the more reason why I'm glad Mount's sitting on the bench and why Havertz needs to be sitting on the bench too. Because they're both not good enough. But Mount I'm not speaking on. He came on for like 10 minutes. Wasn't too bad, but he's not the focus on this stream, so we're not even getting into him. But the point still stands. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comments anyway. W stream title, couldn't score a gram in Colombia. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's okay, guys. Graham Pulisic coached a 5-0 victory last night, so all is good. Get the fuck out of it. See, I'm in two minds about this. I'm not too deep onto Potter. Fuck off with this shit mic. Let me see. Can I get this to work again? 3, 2, 1. Fucking shitty webcam. But yeah. Fuck off. Where's my shite one? Where's my shite one? Yeah, cool. Stick to this. I'm buying another webcam. I can't be bothered with it. This thing's moving like fucking Chelsea. Hey, Alex, blessed for that anyway, though. Blessed for that anyway, but I don't think it's working. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm not really onto Potter that much for it. Like, I've said my pieces on it, but I'm not looking at it as like, Potter, you are directly the reason why we lost this game. It's just like, bro, why is Oba not on the squad for one? Number two, midfield, like we got midfield injuries too. I can't even say too much of him. I can't wait for Potter to be sacked so all these dumbass fans wanting him gone realize the issue wasn't him. You guys are completely, genuinely ungrateful, but player power will win once again. Potter will not be sacked. Not before a rebuild. That's why I've still got an element of patience with him. Because I'm accepting that Potter isn't going this season. So we might as well just judge it on a game-by-game basis and see what it's going to be like with him by the end of it. That's the best that we can do. It's the best we can do because nothing else is going to work. Yeah, I know, guys. 144p camera is back. I know it's not great, but I'm gonna try with the webcam again in a little sec. I just haven't got patience for it. We got a couple more super chats. Just gonna get to them in a little sec. Neymar to replace them bums, Mountain Kai. I did see those Neymar links. I'll bring that up when we get the panel in, but I just think they're talks. I don't think there's anything serious about it. What else everyone's saying? Even against a Bundesliga team, Havertz is still shy. Bro, we should have left him there. We should have left that fucker in Germany, man. Let some other club adopt him. I don't care. That guy is fucking shit, man. Fucking shit. And people will still defend this bum. I heard people saying, hey, everyone would have gunned at Felix, at Kai if he missed the chances that Felix missed. Well, duh. Because fucking, what's his name? Felix has only been here for about 3 weeks. Havertz has been here for 3 years. So no wonder we would. We've seen this from Havertz week in and week out. And also, by the way, don't even compare Felix to Havertz. Felix has more fucking technical quality in his pinky toe than Havertz has in his entire body. So, yeah, we would gun at Havertz if it was him because he's fucking shit. Simple as. Useless player, man. I'm fucking tired of people defending this bum week in and week out. I can't wait until he's gone. Can't wait. There's a couple more super chats. Let me get to it. Bear with me, guys. Big up Prince David saying Havertz should be nowhere near this team, not even on the bench. Someone please explain to me what he actually brings to this team. Turnovers, fouls, needless fouls. Havertz is good for about 3 of those in a game. The odd header, the odd pass, and defensive work rate, and defensive headers. Don't forget that. So you've got off the ball attributes, once in a blue moon good moves, and defensive headers. That's all you get from this guy. Like I said in my fan cam, if you rate Kai Havertz at this point, it's sexual attraction. And it's 2023, so we don't judge. I've got nothing against that. But just call it what it is. Call it what it is. Because you don't rate him for footballing reasons. Because I spent how long asking, what does he bring to this team? And no one can tell me. No one can tell me. Josh says, not going to lie, Graham Potter couldn't tactically get a grip on that game. But it's a case where if we scored our goals, we wouldn't say that. So I don't know. There was parts of it where we could have been better. Parts of it where we did our job. Like, we were making chances. I thought we were, as a defense, we were solid as a defense. It was the midfield and it was the finishing. That was the problem. The midfield and the finishing. Enzo Ruben wasn't really going to work. Can't lie, people won't like to hear it, but aye, if we had a Jorginho and Enzo pivot. But I prefer not to speak. Senegalese says, have you not slept? I've had like an hour's sleep on the plane. And that's been it for the last 2 days. The last 2 days. All I've had is a little bit of sleep on the plane back, and that's all I've had. All I've had. I'll get my sleep tonight or tomorrow or something like that. I don't care. I'll find some time to sleep. But yeah, we ain't slept yet. We ain't slept. I left at like 2:30 Wednesday morning. Got to Cologne for 10:30. Got into Dortmund for 12. And then I was just up all night until 4 a.m. And then I got another train back to Cologne. And yeah, we're here. We're here. So yeah, grind never stops, people. Grind never stops. You see that Havertz got fouled in the box? I didn't see it. I just assumed it was a dive. But I'll have a look. Couple of Potter outs. Fair enough, but I don't think it's the game for it. If it was the last match, I understand. Like the West Ham match, I weren't even defending Potter for that. Even for this one, I'm thinking there's areas we need to work on. And we would have been a bit better if we had other attacking options we could bring. And we didn't kick our only good striker out of the Champions League squad. But aye. Lewis only had 2 shots. So yeah, defensively, I think we did our job. Defensively, I think we were fine. Silva was good. Koulibaly was good. James was good. Chilwell struggled a bit in the first half, but grew back into it in the second. Yeah. Like, defensively, we did our job. I've got nothing to speak about the defense. In defensive transition, we weren't good, but by that, I mean the midfield dealing with the counterattacks. They ran through our midfield every single time, and it took a block from Koulibaly or Silva or James to save us. Every single time, except for the goal, of course. Man said Ruben refuses to defend. He did this against Newcastle. Yeah, I thought they just found a lot of space in behind him. His passing wasn't great. He did get a bit better after the goal, but it was like too little, too late by that point. Too little, too late. We got nearly 500 of you guys in here, though. Hit the like button, subscribe as always, if you guys haven't done so already. Let me see. What else is everyone saying? What else is everybody saying? Mudryk was, yeah, I did want to talk about this as well, because Mudryk, I need to see a bit more from him. Because West Ham and Fulham, I get it. you haven't been given the ball enough. I thought you got given the ball enough in this game. And like, he was making the wrong decisions. He was a bit too risky with his play. His balance wasn't all there. I don't know. I need to see a bit more impact from Mudryk personally. I will give him the time to do it. I'm not jumping to any conclusions with Mudryk, but this isn't the sort of game where I'm thinking, okay, it's not really your fault. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, I need to see a little bit more from you. I need to see you at least be a bit better with your take-ons and all of that. Like, weren't a good game from him. Wasn't a good game from Mudryk. Our subs are worse than Conte 17-18 at 80 minutes. What other options did we have, though? Let me look at the bench. Was Mount our only attacker? Mount and Gallagher. Okay, yeah, there's not much we could have done there. Maybe Kova, maybe Hall, Chukwuemeka. None of the subs are going to spark me with any confidence. Literally none of the subs on that bench from 1-0 down am I going to think, all right, cool, let's go. Like, look at our sub options. Berg's 2 goalkeepers. Aspi, Fafana, Chalobah, Cucurella, Chukwuemeka, Hall, Zakaria, Gallagher, Kovacic, and Mount. Nothing there is going to make me think, all right, cool, we can get a goal now. Nothing. So I can't even get him for the subs. Again, West Ham, I get it. I'm on to you for that. But I don't see it. I don't see it in this one. Let me breeze through because I'm a little bit late on the comments again. Lewis, the yellow walls in defense too, and their only chance they scored. Yeah, Dortmund were good defensively, especially after the goal because they sat deeper. And we know what Chelsea are like when a team sits deeper. We don't like it. Didn't like it at all. Amazing performance is called being... I know. Trust me, I'm not here for that shit. I'm not here calling it an amazing performance. If anything, I was on to Potter more last night on my fan cam than I am today. I feel like I've had a bit more time to settle. I've watched a bit more of the game back and everything. My issues are more the midfield and our finishing than Graham Potter. West Ham, I'd be looking at Potter right now. Not really. Not really. What else everyone's saying? What else? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. 600 of you, man, in here. All mad. GNA TV raid as well. Big up Gem and the gang. As always, big up everybody in here. I lost an amazing performance. We lost. How do some of you define success these days? That's the way I see it. Like, we lost. I don't know why people are saying it's a good performance or it's something to build on. Like, no. Like, everyone's saying, oh, we made chances today. Did we ignore the Palace game when we made a massive amount of chances and we still missed a fuck ton of them? Like, why are we acting like this is the first time we've made chances in a game before? It's not. We've done it before. That's why I'm looking at. I'm thinking, that's not really like wowing me. I've said what I want to see. I want to see Chelsea dominate a match for 90 minutes. That's what I want to see. That's something I could build. I could think we could build from. I've got no confidence in our team to do that. I know Harrison, I saw on TikTok as well. They did bring him back from Germany. Can't be arsed. Can't be arsed. Team couldn't finish a pack of quavers. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's keep scrolling. Let's keep scrolling. Did you see our fans get onto Potter for not getting into... Yeah, I did see that. I did see that. And I don't care. I don't care about that shit. It just doesn't fit the narrative. I mean, it fits the narrative. It fits the narrative. Anything more? Rigo Park, big up yourself, saying we do good players come here and forget finishing? I genuinely think so at this point, because I was watching those Felix miss in the first half and I'm just thinking we could sign Kylian Mbappe and he would just turn into Werner. He would just turn into Werner. Just like that. That's our luck. We could have prime CR7. We'd sign him and he'd turn into present day CR7. Because we're Chelsea, innit? That's all we get. Clinical finishing. Nah, give me misses. Give me hella misses. I like Havertz, but I do agree he needs to be dropped. Even you're saying it. That says a lot. That says a lot. Big up yourself as well. Big up. Big up Lewis. Feels weird that we've won a game. Oh, yeah, Liverpool. Yeah. Yeah, you're above us now, ain't you? Oh, we're fucking shit. We're fucking shit, ain't we? Right, let me go back and get a few more of these super chats in. Cool. Oh shit, I gotta go back down. There's another one. Let's go. All right, cool. I'm gonna make sure I get to all of you guys, but I will prioritize the super chats. If you want to guarantee your comment gets read out, you know what to do. Press that super chat button. It helps me out, and also like that Dortmund trip took a fucking lot out of me, so I could do with it as well. So yeah, if you really want to help a brother out, you already know what to do. Let's go through the super chats. Essentially, we have a defensive striker in half-arse. Yes. Who needs goals when you have defensive headers? Boy. Big up Goyam saying Potty during a sideline scrap looks like Lukaku at a salad bar. He don't want any of it. Oh, boy. Big up Jace. Big up Poku. Big up Poku. Frosted Myth says 2 wins in 14 games. Potter should be in Azkaban prison. I didn't watch Harry Potter, so that reference is lost on me. But yeah, I don't blame people for thinking that. At this rate, Prime Kante sells for 250 mil. I guess, but I don't know. I don't get the reference. But big up yourself, Cedric. I'm not a Chelsea fan, but yes, Havertz is that bad. I've been saying it. I've been on streams for ages saying, what the fuck does this guy bring to me on the ball? And nobody answers it. This guy cannot finish consistently. He can't create consistently. He can't take on consistently. He doesn't have any skill set on him. He's got no core strength. His heading is inconsistent. That there is fuck all to his game. Positionally unaware. His awareness is like so fucking bad half the time. Crossing is a joke. Doesn't offer anything. Doesn't offer. I could run the list down for hours. And all I'd have is defensive headers. That's all I would have. And said you'd love to see Lewis and Havertz. I would not. I would not. Oh, and also don't forget this, by the way. I saw this as well. I can't play the video, so I'll keep the little screenshot. Run into open space, my friend. No, let me cut inside for no fucking reason at all. At all. Look at the... Oh, let me not bother. Let me not bother. I've got comments I need to go through. Jessa said Potter out. Fair enough, my friend. Koulibaly, yeah, one of the few positives. Koulibaly was very good. Very good. And hopefully that just means we got more depth in defense in it. Because I'm not going to say start him next game. Badiashile still goes straight back into the lineup. But yeah, Koulibaly did very well. Did very well. Was there when we needed him in terms of blocks and everything. Everything. I'm with you 100%. Yeah, I think we'll find someone to sell him to in the summer. I hope. I hope. Yeah, bro, why do you think I'm downing coffee just to get through this stream, bro? What else are you, man, all saying? Lewis, we need to sack Anthony Barry. He's a terrible set-piece specialist. That same goal has happened for 3 years. Kante in 2021, Jorginho in 2022, and Enzo last night. Was the Jorginho one off a corner? I don't remember. The Kante one, I know that was off a free kick against City. Last night as well, that wasn't great. I don't know, because I remember Anthony Barry came in and then we were scoring from set pieces for fun in the first half of that season. Zuma was our top goal scorer at one point. But, hey, recently we've not been good. We have not been good. Lol, get some sleep. Grinding like this won't help you in 10 years, my guy. Hey, I have been fucking with my sleeping pattern for a good 5 years. Another 2 days won't do any different. This is the same thing I did for Milan away, by the way. Early ass flight at like 4 a.m. in the morning. Get to the city for like 10. Well, I actually got there for like 2. Yeah, and then get the first flight back the next morning with no sleep. And then straight onto a live stream. Because, yeah, I don't know why. I just like torturing myself. What else is saying? What else is everyone saying? Mudryk was trying too hard. Maybe that's it. Like, I'm not jumping on his neck or anything for that performance. It's still early days with him, but I did want to see more. And I don't think I'd use the excuse of like he didn't receive the ball enough times or anything. I just don't think it was good. Lewis Mudryk is you. Of course you'd say that. Of course you'd say that. Of course you'd say that. Lewis, you have to be. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'll be real with you. I'm on the fence. I'm Potter fix the fuck up right now. Like, I'm not Potter in, I'm not Potter out, I'm Potter pattern up. That's where I'm at. And I need to see that from him. I need to see Graham Potter fix up. But I'm not onto him too much for this game. Like, after the West Ham game, I put my hands up and I said, you know what? I get where you guys are all coming from. I get it. And, like, I'm not running the same prop now. I get it. I really do. But I'm not Potter out yet. I'm not there. I'm not there. Big up Bobby. Big up Vic. Big up my guys. Potter is... Ugh, don't even go here, bro. Fucking hell, bro. He probably will. Actually, no, he won't. No, he won't. The only way I could see one of them starting is maybe if you bench Havertz, but that can't even happen. You could easily do Madueke, Felix, fucking Mudryk, and then you could put either Oba or Fofana up top. Like, now I'm at the point where it's like no excuses, no bollocks, no nothing. Bench Havertz against Southampton. Bench his ass. If I see him in the lineup, I'm going to be vexed. I'm going to be fucking vexed. Because that brother is shit, man. We are into the second half of the season as well, by the way. Oh, second half of the season, Kai Havertz is going to put you in the mud. I heard that the first half of the season. I heard that during the World Cup. I have about a year's worth of mud to dish out. Word to Winter Surfer. Who wants it? Because I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Yeah, Musa, bro, my head was gone. My head was gone. Fuming, bruv, after that game. And also, the Dortmund fans were dickheads. The Dortmund fans were arseholes. Like, after they scored, the amount of beer that went flying from the upper tier onto us. Bro, it was a shower of just, I hope it was beer. I hope it was just beer. But yeah, fuck the Dortmund fans for that, by the way. Not all of them, though. I met 2 Dortmund fans after the game. I was fuming. I was off my head. I was just raging. And they gave me some nice little, they gave me some fucking Amsterdam weed. And it sorted me out nicely. I had like 3 tokes and I didn't give a shit about the game. So big up to Magnus. I don't remember the other guy's name, but big up to yourself too. And yeah, other than that, the other Dortmund fans were arseholes still. They were arseholes. Except the ones I met. If I met you, you were decent. If you're one of the ones in the ground, you're dickheads. Simple as. More super chats. Say what you will, but Tuchel did get a tune for a while from some of these players. Potter has not made any player better. I'm trying to think from an attacking perspective. I don't really see it, though. Midfield, I get you, though. Midfield, I do get you. I get it. From an outside perspective, it was funny. I get it. Hell, you even see it on the vlog. Like, Dortmund's goal comes in, you just see fucking droplets of water come flying from above us. It's all mad. And yeah, bro, I fucking needed that, man. I needed that. Jar vexed I was after the game. It was like, what was it? I don't know if you guys have ever watched Big Les. And then you got that one clip where it's, what's his name? Sassy hasn't bunded Zoot in a while. And he's like, oh, I'm freaking air. Then he has a token. He's like, and he's straight back to normal. That was the vibes. That was literally the vibes. Couple more super chats. I need to go all the way up. Make sure I don't miss the £2 ones. There we go. We got all of that. Relax, folks. Extended preseason is difficult to watch, but it's necessary. It's not a drop in standard because we're in the cellar already. Yeah, so that's why I'm thinking people are saying it was a great performance. I think they're fucking reaching with that one. Big up Citrus the King saying I'd rest Silva for the Southampton match. Nah, we don't need to. We don't need to. Like, we got a week off after that before the Spurs game. There's no point. Just play him. He's our best player. Yeah. 600 million, we should be creating chances, and we do as well in some games. So I don't get why that's now the basis to say we played well. I don't get that. Frosted Myth says, no wonder Lewis is pottering. I don't get where that one's reaching at, but yeah. What else do we have? There's one more. Let me get to all of this. Yeah, Blue Blood, you already know, bro. Big Les show is mad. That was my favorite show like a year or two ago, but I watched it way too much. Way too much. Oh, that's what you mean by why. That's why Lewis is pottering. Okay, I get you. Fair enough. I'm at the airport now. Bro, why do you think I took the first train and I fucked off? Dortmund is a shithole, by the way. It's a fucking dump. And the amount of people I know who were getting fucking either mugged or they were getting rushed or they were getting chased down streets. I was like, what the fuck kind of city is this, bro? I mean, I was fine and nothing happened to me. I was only there for a day, but yo, the amount of shit that was going on there. It's fucking mad. And yeah, boy. Yeah, whatever, man. What other super chats do we have? Big up Daniel, newest member. Big up yourself, my G. CNAC says, good news. Havertz and Mount will be gone in the summer. It's clear they got to go. Already have their replacements in without a proper striker in place. And even if they don't go, they will be on the bench because we will have better options. We're going to get a number 9 in the summer. We're going to keep Felix probably, or we're going to try to. So, yeah, I don't see them coming in. Felix is everything the Havertz stands pretend Havertz is. Get me a number 9 because we don't have a good number 9. Our best one is Oba, and all he gives you is finishing and nothing else. Lewis, can you admit that there's progress from the Forest game since the window is shut now? All the new signs are being integrated. Yeah, there's progress, but it's only directly because of the new signings. That's it. Keyshawn, I only saw that this morning, but I was busting up when I saw that. Why did they have to have the Arsenal game at the same time? Because I missed a good game too, and I missed the fallout. I couldn't even celebrate Arsenal dropping off the top of the table because I was too pissed off about the Chelsea game. I saw they lost 3-1 and I was like, I don't care, man. I don't give a shit. I feel mad. Fucking mad. How'd you manage to get... Bro, you gotta go to like most games for a full season to get a season ticket. That's why it's so hard. Pause. But yeah, point still stands. I saw that a journalist got his laptop broke due to beer being thrown. Who's got their laptop out in the away end? That's mad. I know, coming from the guy who vlogs, but like phone and massive fuck off laptop. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Yeah, bro, Chelsea have had me. I've been self-medicating since like Sarri season, bro. I said that would just shush. I hope it was just beer. What else? What else is everybody saying? Yeah, man, big up the Big Les show. I might have to rewatch that. It's been a year or two. AC Masterclass tonight. Yeah, bro, revitalize my love for this sport, please. What else? Lewis, you want Neymar at Chelsea? I'm definitely not saying no to Neymar at Chelsea, but is it realistic? I know there's talks, but there's talks of PSG, but I don't know if there's serious talks or if it's just having a conversation. Neymar came into it because I heard Ziyech to PSG came into it as well, and that's about it. Yeah, Miguel's my guy, innit? But that was still fucking hilarious, bruv. They only just dropped off top spot and they're having a civil war already. It's mad. I thought we were chaotic, but boy. I don't count XG only wins and losses. We are losers. Facts. Raf, I think I'm on max points. I haven't. No, because I missed Zagreb and I missed Salzburg away. So, yeah, minus 10 points. Minus 10 points. Oh, it was Nizar. Oh, yeah, peak for Nizar, bro. I'm just the same. Drop the link. Do I have any other super chats? No. All right, cool. Link time. Let me sort all of that out. While I'm doing that, you already know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe. If you want to guarantee I don't miss your comment, drop a super chat and all of that. Just to send a tweet as well. LA have submitted an official bid to Chelsea for Aubameyang in a fee worth around 10 million plus add-ons. I need to see the legitimacy of that, but Oba don't want to go anyway. So I don't know. He thinks he can still get back into the squad, and I don't blame him, bruv. His options are fucking Havertz, and he's shit, bruv. Just gonna send the link out quick. I can't wait till I sleep later. I'm gonna sleep for like 12 hours. I think that's everybody. I think that is everybody. Cool. Yes, guys. What is everybody saying? DK says, give our players foo-foo for the second leg and we win. I think they need a little bit more. That might be
Facts.
Yeah, I'll be quick on mine because I'm Potter out, of course. This dude has no idea, number one, how to beat top teams, except for to just lay back and play on the counter. That's what he did at Brighton. We're not Brighton. This is Chelsea Football Club. We play on the front foot. Doesn't know how to break down low blocks. Can't. I guess this is the most damning thing. It caused us to lose yesterday. Jude Bellingham, when asked about the goal, he said, "I was surprised that they only put one player back with Adeyemi's speed." Well, our coaching staff didn't know that. Our manager didn't know that the guy's fast to put more than one player back there.
To be fair, wasn't Mudryk meant to be marking him from the corner?
Yep.
It doesn't matter. You have one guy back in case somebody doesn't mark him.
I know, but like Adeyemi's the fastest one there. They've got our fastest player on him too.
It doesn't matter. You. That's what you don't. That's what people aren't understanding. You expect the worst and hope for the best when you make those types of positional. That's why you put people in those positions. You're thinking, well, if the worst case happens and everybody loses their marker and the fastest guy on the field for their team has the ball, who do I want back? Do I want one player back? Do I want two player back? It's just not good enough. This guy has not done anything for our team to make it any better. The only bounce, like you said, is come from better talent coming into the team. Yeah. But this guy has no clue. He has no heart. He's all brain, and when you're all brain, it tends to retard your heart. You could see it in the team. We were second to every ball. They wanted it more. We were crap. And as far as
we were not
play
crap,
a good
man.
game,
Sorry, this
we
is
were
rubbish.
Absolute crap in that first half. We were
absolute rubbish. You're talking bullshit, man. Absolute bullshit. We were second to everything. Absolute crap. We weren't, man.
Yes,
it was an open game. It was an open game. It was like bloody basketball.
We made chances. They made chances.
Exactly.
It was
we weren't
just
second to everything.
there was positives and negatives.
Yeah.
I said We were second to everything.
It just sounds emotional right now.
It
man.
does.
Like,
It's just rubbish. It's just
He's
rubbish.
crying.
Okay, it's rubbish. It's rubbish because
Just as a
we're winning
It's
so
rubbish.
much, and I'm just overreacting.
You're literally saying things that are not true. That's what it's
I mean, what
like.
do you mean?
You thought we were good though, Andrew?
Yes. I
Hold
thought
on a
we were
second.
good.
Hold on a
Oh,
second.
this
Just
is
we were
fucking
good.
Hold
I
on a
think it's
second.
I think it's a bit of both. There was good phases, there was areas that
an
we
Hold on
should
a
have done a
second.
lot better.
Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Which of you just called Jester twat?
Huh?
No one did.
Can
One
just say as
one
well?
of you panelists right here just called Jester twat. Which one of you?
You
what
called
are
him
you
a
talking
twat?
about, man?
No one did.
Sounds like you called him that.
No. Somebody
That's what I'm an
called him.
asshole.
I think the guy who said it was just about to defend himself. If you just let him speak for a second, Alex. Go ahead, Fodder.
It wasn't him. It wasn't him.
I was gonna say that yesterday as well. You have to ask a question to Potter as well at the same time.
You see, chat is right. I heard the two.
Why
I
would
don't know
think-
who said it, but whoever said it.
No one else
No,
heard
no,
it
no.
apart from you.
Or do you want to at least
No.
say why you think that?
No one else
No,
heard
I
it.
think it's the guy, that SpongeBob guy. I think that's the guy that said it. I'll recognize the voice.
What me?
No, not him. One of those three is in the middle between. I know everybody's.
Goku, Rodrigo,
I ain't
or
worried
Slim.
about it. I ain't worried about
Nah,
it.
it's broken,
Get on with
man.
the.
No,
get on with
I'm in the office
I
right now,
think
mate.
it's
Just listening in.
It's broken, man.
All right,
Continue,
I'm going
continue.
back to YouTube, and you motherfucker,
Continue.
you better be, because I'm coming for your ass.
You got Inspector Alex. Let's
Fucking
go.
bounty hunter stuff.
I was gonna say that why would you leave Enzo exposed into a transition though? That doesn't make sense. You don't leave one player at the back alone. Like, why would Enzo is there anyway in the first place? That is so weird, isn't it? Like to see.
So that's a coaching.
He's
That's a coaching
probably the
decision,
player.
right, Potter?
He's got.
That's a
He
coaching
has to be the
decision.
person that's outside the edge of the box,
Yeah,
ready to get
coaching
volume.
decision.
It should like why Enzo should be there in the first place? That is not right.
That's not his position.
Yeah, because it's a
Enzo's
coaching
not-
decision and it's poor. Just, I
Enzo's
mean,
not-
you can just continue to blame all the players, even the new ones we've got in. It's not like we're playing with the same people that were under Tuchel. We've got new blood into the team. Okay, that's the only reason we're playing just a smidge better. We've gotten nothing from this manager, and he's been here for 7 months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Lewis, you said you're asking for improvement. Well, we're not improving though.
No,
So
we have improved, but it's small. It's
No,
very
we haven't
small.
improved. The
It's very
players,
small.
we got better players.
Okay,
honestly,
it's
guys,
improvement.
honestly,
That's
I
the
really feel like you guys have been playing FIFA too long, man. Like, we got new
We have
players that
improved a
have just
little
come
bit,
into the squad. They've just
Exactly,
come into
man.
the squad. Like, how do you
No
expect them to
preseason.
formulate
Wait, let him
a
land, let him
style of
land.
play, a system of play when we've only had this team together for like 2 weeks? Guys coming back from injuries. You know, I
Exactly.
mean, I understand. I get the point. I get the anger, the frustration, and whatnot. But let's have some context around what's going on here. Like, let's not just look at this in vacuum and be like, okay, well, he has all these players. We should be playing the most amazing football right now. It needs
Honestly,
time.
it
All
is
right.
FIFA.
Okay.
It's the
Nobody
FIFA.
said that.
Time.
Hello,
Couch.
hello,
Couch,
everybody
what do
can
you-
hear me now? I'll give you
Yeah,
5
I-
seconds to recognize what you said, and you can apologize. Or otherwise, I'm going after your fucking ass.
What are you
You know who
talking
you?
about, bro?
What's
you know, I
going
know
on?
what.
I-
Which
I
one of you
honestly-
called Jester twat?
I
I have
don't
no
think-
idea.
No one heard
You
that.
motherfucker! You put the S letter. You the one that called it.
Who
You the
called
one
you
that
a
called
twat?
them.
No one called him a twat, bro.
No one heard that, Alex. I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
fucking go to the YouTube again. I went back and I heard it.
Blaze on the
Go
mic.
ahead,
Blaze on
God
the
of
mic.
flat ass. You motherfucker. If you don't respect nobody over here, get the fuck out.
What are you talking about?
You did not call Jester twat, did you?
Well, you just answered the question.
What was that answer to the question? I asked you a question. Did you or did you not?
Blaze on the mic.
Chill out, bro.
Well, why I
Just
need to chill
shouting.
out?
I don't know why you're shouting.
No, I don't know why you called him a twat.
You called him a twat.
Does it matter?
You
Oh,
did.
he did say
Oh,
it.
my days.
No.
Nah, I didn't call nobody a twat, bro.
Oh,
Control
motherfucker.
this, man. Control this, man.
He did say
All
it.
right. Let's
I
move
think
on.
you've got people
Alex,
worse thing on
dude,
the
I
panel, to be
appreciate
honest.
it, but I'm good.
I didn't even hear it, but like Jester's.
I don't know what's going on, honestly.
I don't know.
Maybe we
Honestly.
just
You've
move on.
been called worse.
I think he's been a hypocrite.
Things have been said
Nah,
on the
he's been a
Hey, I
hypocrite.
appreciate
He's
you
got
picking up
people
on
worse
it, but
on the
let's
panel. So
move
it's not like he's got worse people. Come on, let's not be hypocrites.
I mean,
Look,
Yeah, come on.
if I called it and I realized it, I didn't duck it and I said it. Why? The guy said it and the guy was ducking it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Nobody said that.
I don't know what's
Show
going on.
evidence. Show evidence.
Let's turn that
It's
hate
just
into
not-
Potter.
And that's all I'm saying is, as a club, I don't know who was talking about what's his name, us making improvements and playing FIFA too much, but he's got a point. Honestly,
That was me.
you can't jump in the middle of January. At the moment we have no philosophy. We've got no style of
Whose
play,
job is
and
that?
then to make it out though, it's not going to come overnight though.
It's
It's
been
been that
7
long.
months.
7 months. 7
So-
months.
It's been 7
Nah,
months with
it's-
this team.
7 months.
7 months of a
7
stagnant,
months
broken
with this
team.
team.
He's been
With
there
a-
since September and has had multiple breaks.
Yeah,
Like, what do you?
but he hasn't had a full team. He hasn't had his
Oh,
full
God.
team.
Okay.
Guys,
Every
come on,
how many starting 11s have we had in this with Potter? And it's been a different. We haven't.
Yeah.
Every other club has a team that the starting 11 that's coming out straight away. We don't know our own starting 11.
I've never seen so
Yeah.
much cope for a manager who's never won anything in his fucking life, dude. I could see if you guys were defending a guy with like a C.
All right, but
let Josh land.
This circus has how many times have you gone round in this circle though? Higher fire, higher fire.
Yeah,
Even though
it hasn't worked out very well for us, has it?
Well, under this
Not in the league. No, it
ownership,
hasn't.
really haven't.
Okay, Andrew. The league.
Yeah,
I feel-
Josh, has it? Josh, we
okay,
hasn't worked
buddy.
out in the league for us. We've been shit
Honestly,
in the
I
league.
think the Champions League is nice. All these other cup
Was
competitions.
that a
are nice,
league
but
game yesterday?
we want a league. We want league. I want league titles to be honest. I want a
Champions
Premier
League, we
League.
played better.
I want at least
Oh,
two
you-
back
so,
to Premier
so
or something.
Ben
Man.
the Champions League? You want to bend the Champions League is what you said.
Never
Can I
said
say something?
There's a Super League potentially. Fuck it, let's upgrade. I'm cool.
Yeah.
Oh my
Can I say something?
Just before you go, there's a lot of super chat. Wait, there's a lot of super chats to need to get through. Daniel says, "What does Potter in or out even prove? You was the first one to back him or call him out when he does something right or wrong. No, it doesn't prove anything, but I'm not going to flip flop between in or out or in or out. Right now, I'm just really on the fence, but I'm not going to pick a side. Like I see both sides of the coin, and I understand both sides of it. I'm just not picking a side right now.
I'm in the same boat, by the way.
What was that?
I'm in the same boat, by the way. I don't need to be in or out. I'm just watching and observing.
Yeah, that's the way, because he's not going to be sacked till the end of the season. So what's the point of just being Potter out? I just want to see.
I got a question.
Go on.
Oh, no, go AM. He's asked me a question.
Oh, just the thoughts on Tap Lasso spending 100 million to turn Mudryk into Ukrainian children.
Well, you know, look at Brighton now and look at Brighton under Potter. If you want to see the difference, they have lost players and gotten better.
Respect showing it.
Why?
Can you
He's
shut up,
crap.
please?
He can't even score in the Bundesliga. They respect
I think
shit.
that-
He's
that-
fucking stealing from us.
That Mudryk guy, yeah. I've been watching Mudryk just the times we've been playing. I think he's just, I don't know, I think he's in his own head too much. He's doing too many flicks. Just play the simple football and it will come off. Every single time he was on the ball, he tried to do something. He tried to do something too much, and then he's lost the ball, and he just looks even worse.
Problem, he's not fit.
But
I feel like he's in preseason mode, man. He's in preseason mode right now. That's what I see.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
me with music, I think you know when like new players come to London, they get a fresh trim. I think
I can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you. Honestly,
Someone's
like,
sending a
you're-
fucking super chat right now. I swear to God, we get rid of that.
Well,
That's you're way too far away from your mic, bro.
If you want to judge our current manager, look at his previous team and what they're doing without him. It doesn't seem like he was a big part of their success.
Just go on, Justice.
So does that mean it's the players that we have then?
No, they have
So what does it
worse
mean?
players than us, and they're better under their new manager. They're more dangerous. So please, if you don't want to say Potter has enough time for this team, look at Potter at Brighton and look at De Zerbi at Brighton and see which manager has done better for that team in the short term. Deserving.
I feel like if Deserbi also come to Chelsea, if Deserbi came to Chelsea, I think you have the same problems. I don't see anyone come.
You don't know that. That's a guesstimate. You think
That's
Jose
it, I mean-
Mourinho is going to have problems?
How about we look at
with him?
Deserbi? How about we look at Deserbi in a year's time with a bigger sample size?
You could also say that Potter laid the foundations for Deserbi to succeed.
Well, Tuchel had the foundation here.
I don't
So
understand why people are actually complaining about this game.
I don't even, man. I really.
I'm with you, Alex.
If you
A 1-0 loss is a blessing.
nobody
A 1-0
fucking talking to this twat. So let's move on.
A 1-0 loss is a blessing. It's a blessing. It could have been worse. It could have been
Don't
worse.
agree with
not a
that.
blessing.
Don't agree with that.
Wait, I just thought you said we were playing good. How
It
could
could
it
have
have
been
been
worse.
worse?
Get this
It
guy.
was a loss of blessing.
No, it could have been worse.
Well,
It
I
could have
thought
been a lot
you said we
worse.
played good. How could it have been worse?
It could have been a lot worse. They could have put
But I
more
thought we
goals in.
played good, though. It can't be worse if we played good. It could only have been better, right?
We played all right.
Oh, okay. Shut the
Played
fuck
all right.
I don't
We
know,
played
man.
like crap.
This is like brown envelopes.
It's true though. It's true.
This
fucking
is like a
retards.
brown envelopes. 5
Right,
stars.
Simeon. Wait, guys. Simeon says Alex moving like you gal. Rigo Park says I wish Potter got as pissed as Alex. I kind of do too. WRX says he did say it. I went back.
You guys got too much time on your hands, bro.
No, the guy, you got too much hair on your chest, the pubical hair. That's what you got.
All right, next
You've had a little
super
too
chat.
much mic
What's the next
time today,
super?
buddy.
What's the next super chat?
President Jafar says I agree with Jesters. It's about wins and losses. Basically, like that's 2 wins in 14. You can't defend that, regardless of whatever way you want to look at it. You can't. Dag says Alex showing Thiago Silva levels of defending. Yeah, that's a great super chat. That's a great.
Get in there. Let's go.
And Cameron says 7 months, no style of play. You have world-class players, but everyone can agree you can have a master's degree in leadership and emotional intelligence. But he's only showing one of those. Potter out, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's very well thought out.
To add to that,
That's how you do it.
Lewis, I was listening to you earlier. You were talking about getting a striker. I can ask you what type of striker, because we don't have a consistent way of creating chances. We don't know what the strategy is. We don't know anything. We don't have a.
If you.
With the new players we've signed, you don't think we'd make more chances?
No.
You did not see creating chances in this game?
No.
We had like 20 some odd shots.
Did you hear what I just said? No, you hear what
7 on target.
No,
I can hear probably better than you based on the last 15 minutes of evidence.
Can I explain what I mean? Can I explain what I mean? About creating consistent chances. What I mean?
Oh my God!
No, he's got a point, though. I hear it. I hear it.
Other than get the ball to Felix and pray yesterday.
Exactly. That's what we did. If you looked at Dortmund yesterday, they had a sequence of play where the ball get pop, and it's in that position where you either shoot or you're crossing it in. We were just getting that ball. However, we got that ball to that other side and tried to make something of it. It was between Felix and Havertz. That's it. It looked like a 4-4-2.
When you look at a team, right, you know, all right, if I get a striker like, say, a hold-up striker, that will work because we create our chances by crossing the ball in the box. Yeah, that's what we do. We don't do that. We literally
Are we a complete team?
It's true.
Are we a complete team?
No.
I'm asking the guy that talks how sequences. Are we a complete team?
We're not a complete team. No, we don't.
Okay, so how you can expect from not complete team to be sequences, non-sequences?
We don't know what we're doing. We don't have a style of play that say.
Okay. Is anybody on this panel? How many of you think that we did not see actual sequences in the last game? I thought I saw it.
I saw get the ball to Felix and get the fuck out of the way. That's all they did.
Facts.
We don't have a style of play. No one can explain to what. So you want a striker? What type of striker do you want?
Oh, I got names.
I want Aubameyang. Why he's not in the Championship League?
It's so true, Alex. I can't even understand that right now. Especially when you look at the balance.
I don't. I don't. If you want to blame Potter, don't fucking blame him on the patterns and all that kind of shit. That's nothing. You can blame him for everything. But this is the actual reason to be blaming him, because we only not have a number one recognized striker. We don't even have a backup recognized striker.
That's true.
Like this roster, this Champions League roster.
You're trying to sell him.
How many wingers do we have on that team right now in that Champions League roster? We don't have anyone that's a recognized striker. And when you look, Pulisic hasn't played any games in the last little while.
What's going on, bro? He's coming like meat milk.
Wait, guys. Let Couch finish.
Yeah, I got to run, boys.
All right, man.
Take care, Justice. Big up.
See you later, Justice, bro. Big up.
Oh yeah, kisses. What a fucking kisses, motherfucker. Called them twat.
Big up, Justice.
Kisses, man.
Can I just finish this one point on
go on, Couch,
quickly? Like, I don't understand the selection for a number of reasons. First of all, Pulisic hasn't kicked ball in how long now? And chances of him kicking ball in the Champions League again is pretty much remote right now. So I don't know why he kept his place in the side. Savić was literally a phone call away from PSG.
Exactly, Couch.
And he's
Couch. That's your reason why those guys are in the squad, right? I mean, we're bringing on Mount to replace Mudryk on the left wing. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes no sense
it's a bird in the hand versus possibly catching a bird. It's like literally you have a striker that actually scored. He didn't do it good in the Premier League, but he did in Europe though.
Yep.
Genuine question.
Yeah. There we go.
And we actually have the ability to create chances now, which is also a reason why you want somebody like Aubameyang on the pitch. It's crazy.
Taji, I know you heard me saying worse. Did I duck after I said it? Did I pussy out and didn't say why? Did I hide it when I called somebody any name?
I have no idea what's going on. Let's just talk about football, man.
Legit question. Like, do you think the pressing has been bad since Bar came in?
The
pressing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I did see it's only one instance. I can't say it all the time, but there's times when we've gone in for 50-50s and lost. So, and then they turned over.
We don't
press. There was a time Loftus-Cheek went in for a tackle and didn't come out with a ball. He's a big guy as well, just flopped. Opened up the game again.
Dortmund didn't have anything to offer. They only rely on transition. That's it.
Now, I want to say that Bellingham had a good game.
It was 50-50. It was 50-50. It was a 50-50 game.
It's not even that. Like, what? Because we're giving up 9 shots in 35 minutes. That is nuts, though. Like, because every time Dortmund have the ball, like, they're walking all the way to our penalty box, like, so easily. It's
because
just like
because we don't press. There's no structure to. That's why I keep saying we don't have a style of play. I don't care if you tell me we need a striker. You put a striker in that team, they'll struggle because we just don't create enough. We don't create consistent way of.
Okay, Rodrigo, why? Let's do this thing. What if we try and give Aubameyang a chance with Enzo, with Mudryk, with what's the other guy from the other guy on the other hand? Yeah, let's give it one game or two. More than Kai Havertz. Let's give that.
Well, that's your
see.
Your manager doesn't want to do that.
My manager? He's not your manager, is it?
No, I want him out.
I'm saying no. You've been saying all that, all what you just said about the striker. We're not gonna create this thing. All you said based on what? Is there evidence that
that's what I'm seeing.
No, hold on. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking you if in this current situation, because transfer window is closed. The players that we have right now, did you see or did you not see any evidence of Aubameyang playing bad with Enzo in the team, Mudryk in the team, and the other guy from the right? Did you see any?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
So where you get this idea that we cannot play with a striker because we're not creating enough?
Let me tell you what I meant by that. When I watch us play, right, I don't know how we create our chances. That's my question. We don't have a style of play that tells me we'll create our chances.
How you can
kick to Felix and let Felix create. Let Felix do whatever.
Isn't it what you're supposed to do with creative players on the field? Give the most creative players the ball and let them create.
That's a problem. I don't understand what that's.
I don't understand. He literally says what actually supposed to be. If you have Fabregas on the ball or you have Hazard on the ball, no, don't give it to them. That will show us that's the only way we can create.
I guess everyone was upset when Hazard got the ball all the time then. Yeah?
Exactly. How? Yeah. How does that make sense? Why about Manchester City?
The thing why
are you giving ball to De Bruyne?
I think what he's talking about is the combination of football.
And he's getting the ball in space a lot of the time. That to me is an idea. That is an idea of how to play football. He's not getting the ball surrounded by five guys and asking them to figure out a problem. He's actually getting the ball in space and creating space for others. Like
I'm seriously, I'm so confused. What do you expect us to do when Felix and Enzo on the field? We're supposed to ignore those players and just to prove a couple of players on the panel that we can actually play without those guys?
No, we need.
Is that what you're trying to prove?
You were happy when Mount was playing in that position, right, Rodrigo?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we literally, why Mount does not create chances? We dropped him. We have Felix who creates a lot of chances, and now we're saying like, oh, I didn't see no patterns because the only thing we do is give it to Felix and hope for the best. Isn't it what you're supposed to do with the freaking most creative player on the field?
Oh my God.
Yeah, anyways,
look, I am upset that we lost in the matter of we lost. The goal that we conceded, it's not. I was gonna actually confront the gesture until the guy called him the name, and I was like, look, if you at least called him a name, at least have balls enough to say it, yes, I did it, and prove yourself why you called him. That's one thing. Another thing, I was gonna actually say the same shit. He was, what's his name? Gesture was literally drowning in shit when he's saying about the conceding the goal, because nothing of that happened. First of all, you put Mudryk in the back because he's fast. Yes, I agree with you. Is that the first sequence of the corner, or second sequence on the corner, or third sequence of the corner? Yep. When you give the ball when you put cross the ball in the corner, there's the sequences. And do you know that piece of paper that what's the name that coaches give it? What's his name? To the players when they come on the field. You know what the paper is? The paper of sequences where you're supposed to be on the set pieces. So when do you know when they flip it? Let me turn camera on so I can be actually more understanding.
Game on. There you go.
So for example, when they give you when they show this piece of paper, do you notice that they flip that paper? They flip. They're not just showing you one piece of paper. They flip and show different. That means that it's a sequence in any set pieces. It's freaking 16 years old kid that played before. He knows what it is. It's the sequences. Sequence 1, ball goes in. Then you reposition. Sequence 2, if the ball gets another side, you reposition. So if Mudryk was in the first one, that means that the ball will win all the way from Kai Havertz to Felix. Do you expect Mudryk to stay in the same place, not moving, when you see ball bounces in the box? Do you expect him to sit over there? No, you want the creative players closer to the goal. And that's what he did. And Enzo got natural defending set. That's what it is. I'm sorry, but Enzo is fast, but he ain't fast as that German kid.
No.
He's not as
fast. He's quick, mate. That guy is quick.
He did everything possibly can be done. There's nobody at fault for this goal. Nobody. I was actually thinking Kepa might done something wrong because I didn't see the different angle of the goal. Even Kepa didn't do nothing wrong because I thought he maybe came out a little bit too slow.
He was close. It just slipped under his armpit.
It actually didn't. But when you say we did not create it enough and we hit the post 3 times, it's the same shit. When we used to have Timo Werner, say that we did not create in place and then say all we need is the player that tap in. Oh, I'm sorry. We don't have a player that can tap in a team right now who's not even on the bench.
Yep.
So, I wasn't actually mad about this game. I didn't really give a fuck about that game because I actually sold it and I was like, look, I don't care because I want Potter out. It's not going to change nothing.
Take care, Fata. Big up.
I feel like we get. So when they come to the bridge, what do you say? No result, or we stay in position, we go out? Because by the sound of it, we're getting knocked out of the Champions League. So you don't feel like we go home and switch it up? Not even just switch it up, but
before that game. So
it's how many weeks?
It's 3 weeks.
That's the hour like
3
in
weeks.
3 weeks.
Oh,
March 7th, I think.
By then, hopefully something's changed, boy. And did they have any players that were injured that couldn't make it into that game, or was that their starting 11?
At the first team,
I don't think Gio Reyna even played in that game.
Yeah,
Makoku doesn't start, does he?
Makoku doesn't.
Neither Reyna or Makoku start. So
did we just we made 2 subs yesterday as well, didn't we? Just only 2.
I mean, who else are you going to bring off the bench?
Yeah, who else do you want him to bring on? You guys just want?
I don't know. Just ask it. Just ask it.
For the hell of
We only made 2 subs, didn't we?
Carney was on the bench, right?
You know me with Josh Carney.
That game was pretty open. It probably would have been a pretty good idea to bring on one of your faster, quicker guys who can exploit space. Right?
I was upset why he didn't bring. Why he brought Mount and not what's his name, Chukwuemeka.
Well, he brought Mount on for the exact reason Mount came on, so he could play for 15 minutes, get his yellow card, and fuck home. I mean,
yeah, that's another conversation need to be asked. Like the guys, like no, seriously, like it's like we blaming what's his name, Blonde Mount, for getting in arguments and getting yellow card. Why not original Mount? He does the same shit.
Did he get booked for arguing with the ref?
Actually,
yeah.
I've had my
he got it for trying to go over there and fight for no reason.
No, I've had my criticism amount of
thing on the sideline.
When the game doesn't go well and he's not playing well, he starts looking for little fights. I have my criticism amount for that, but I think yesterday I don't blame him. He got like kicked really hard.
Yeah. That's
I expect him to get up and get his own space. I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna.
Moyo, he was different. He had a couple of fouls before that problem, and after that.
Okay, I didn't notice.
A couple of free kicks before that and after.
Well, boy, to the point of him, being kicked and wanting to fight. Well, that's probably where a seasoned, experienced manager might step in and separate him a little bit. Might come in and grab Mount and say, "Hey, come on, we need you. Another yellow, you're out of here." But I think I just saw him like 10 yards away, standing. He looked like the friends of that Chelsea fan who got knocked out the other day. Standing on the sideline, staring at him.
Again, for that one, the only thing I thought was he could have tried and just separate them, but that is a could, not a should have. I don't expect him.
Come get the guy who, if he gets a yellow, is going to be suspended. Come and get him. That might be I don't care what the other guy. Let the other guys go scrum. The guy who's on a yellow who will be unable to play for you if he gets another yellow. Go grab him.
Yeah, but if Mount's a big boy, if he knows that and he's going to do it, that's on him.
Well, that's it. Yeah, he got what he deserved.
Is he missing the second game? Is he missing the second game?
Yeah, he's going to miss the second. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I don't disagree with a lot of Potter's tactics because I'm also kind of hands off to some degree. I expect these people to be able to handle themselves. You don't have to baby them in every corner. Like they're adults. Like.
But it's a job, Moyo. Otherwise, you and I could do that.
But is he supposed to? Is he supposed to separate Mount and make sure he doesn't get a yellow?
Yeah, he is. He's supposed to be in the. He's supposed to get himself in there and get his players. You don't stand and watch that, man. Fofana ran off the bench and got in the scrum. I mean,
that's fine. But you've heard Potter say he doesn't want to represent the club in a certain way. He just doesn't want to get. I don't really care about that stuff. I don't need him to do that. Was the Dortmund coach in that frame? I didn't see the Dortmund coach get in either.
In fairness, you probably could find him in there. I think he probably was.
Yeah. He was in.
Okay, I didn't see.
But I don't blame Potter for not getting in the scrum. Why would you like?
Yeah, I don't expect him.
I don't understand what.
I'm not saying go in there and throw a punch. Go grab your players. Show a little fight.
I would criticize him more on his tactics and things like that.
No, for me, the only criticism I have for Potter yesterday, subs, and what's the name? And I'm gonna ask him every question of the time that we have hit free posts and missing the header. I'm gonna ask him why it wasn't Aubameyang. That's the only reason I'm gonna criticize him for the rest of it.
He just doesn't want him.
I don't care what he wants him or not.
But you have to care because he doesn't want him.
Yeah, Alex, we have to allow them.
I don't know why we're looking any deeper, and he just doesn't want it.
We don't have to.
I don't think. Like, it's not about whether or not you're not in a position to make any. Like, we're in the Champions League knockouts. Okay.
Well,
you have to think about what's best for the team at this point, right? And that's
not what you like him or not.
Aubameyang out of the side was not the best decision for the team.
Couch. He's the coach. That's his decision. He is.
Yeah, so he's got to live with that, and he's going to deal with the scrutiny that comes.
Yeah, so when we criticize him for that, you have to be quiet and let us start.
No, but the thing is this: to go over and say, "Why is he not in? Why is he not in?" He doesn't want him. It's as simple as that.
I know it's simple as that, but the more times that we hit the post 3 times, the more I'm gonna ask him.
Okay, but the thing is, it's the same answer.
You know, it's funny. I saw that German manager again at our game. It's like his 3rd Chelsea game in like a week and a half. He must really love Potter ball, man. Hansi's getting some of those Potter tactics for the German national team, I guess. That's his 3rd game in a week and a half.
Hansi knows Havertz is going to play every time, so it's an easy watch for him.
The German manager in Germany watching a German game.
Yeah, I think he wasn't he just in London though too, like a couple days ago?
In London in 2 games too. Yeah.
I mean, it's Gareth Southgate linked to every job.
I mean, and Havertz is doing so much right now. It must be really fun to watch him if you're his manager.
Here right now, he's watching the Dortmund German players.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys?
Let me go through a few of these super chats quick. Just one sec. Ayman says Alex on extra smoke today. Be speaking facts though. Big up yourself, Ayman. As always, has been spitting facts. Big up Chelsea fans saying, so when Felix gets injured, what is this style of play that shows we are one-dimensional? Why are we just going to talk about Felix getting injured, though? Like,
why we did when Hazard injured?
Yeah.
No, we just went backwards. Yeah, that was good. We were fucked when Hazard was out.
I mean, in fairness, it wasn't that often, so...
Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah,
no one says players sitting outside seems to be the problem solver, and we forget how bad they were when they played, e.g. Oba. With Oba, I always said his problem was he was a victim of lack of creativity. Yeah. Now we have better forwards. I want to see him I want to see how he plays with those forwards.
Oh, you see how fun it is? Like Cucurella got cooked for not passing to Mudryk. Why is other players did not cook when Aubameyang was making the run?
Exactly.
Even
the amount of times I've talked about
I don't want to defend. I don't want to defend Lukaku. But even Lukaku was begging for those balls and still did not nobody pass him. How many times Timo Werner was in space, and that's the thrive of that player. But no, we are too big for that. Remember those? Now we're blaming the guy that actually passed it. It's like, oh, that's the only one way we create. Oh, hello, that's the only one that we bought.
Question though, did Potter use a number 9 at Brighton over his last year and a half?
Yeah, Welbeck.
Yes, Welbeck.
But did he use
Welbeck?
Did he use him as a number 9?
No, he didn't. He didn't. I don't think he lacks number 9. He had.
This is a pattern you guys need to notice. What?
Mope. He had Mope.
Mope was not a number 9 though.
Mope's not.
No,
what was he?
He always crossed up front.
He's not a number 9. He doesn't even finish. He had finishing issues as well, but he was not a number 9.
He's not a great number 9, but to say he's not a number 9 seems weird.
But he's
a center forward.
Is he?
Like,
he was a number 9. For Everton, he's still playing number 9. He's a number 9.
This is such horseshit. No, I'm reading. Sorry, I'm reading something. Sorry, I do apologize.
You tell me.
Welbeck is a number 9. The brother just cannot have a system that
to the people that want Potter, to the Potter out, I want to say, if this performance was early in say November, would that? Because I feel like right now people's mind has already been made up. Because the performance
I think we're worse than what we're in November.
No. My question is, if we play like this right in November,
we were worse on the Tuchel.
He's not saying. Listen to what he's saying.
Can I
say it again?
If we were worse, if we play like this, like yesterday in November, would you guys be like, okay, I can see something and I can be patient with him? I feel like it's too little, too late for some people that want him out. Is that fair to say?
African Giant, you're full of shit.
No, African Giant said, Alex, I'm a nurse. If you need blood pressure meds, I got you, bro. I got you.
I'm a nurse.
Hey, you might be.
Hold on. Who said that? Was that Rodrigo?
No,
Yes.
African giant.
Oh, whatever. Well, whoever said that.
I can
yes, you're right.
audibly.
You're right. So if you're talking about like the chances that we created and everything, and if we had been playing like that in November, would we have been more lenient for him? Yes. But you have to understand.
Andrew, thank you for that.
But you have to understand, had it been in November, we probably still would have had Alba in the team. So we probably would have still had, like, you get what I mean? Like, he's fucked us in different ways. Like, does that make sense? Like, it's not just the fact that we're only playing better now. It's the fact that back then there was no system. Even now, it doesn't really look like a system. We're creating because of the players we have on the field, not because of the system that he's putting out.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense. So you just
and you could also argue that we've been crying that we need players who can fit what he's trying to do.
Okay, hold on.
And
So
we
let me
need
explain it
players
like
who
this.
are going to be able to play in
Let me
the
explain it
system.
like this.
Sorry that they're talented.
Let me explain it like this, right? So if you're gonna have Mudryk, right? How are we best gonna use Mudryk? It was a question. If anybody wanted to answer.
Well, he got the ball. He needs an overlapping left back, which he had a couple of times yesterday with.
Right, and so he had it a couple
happened.
times.
So that
he had
was
it a couple
pattern of
times.
play.
He had it a couple times, but not at the consistency that you would need it. Right.
Okay.
So when you look at players in teams that is set up for them to succeed, right? They have players making those runs whether they want to or not. Right?
Oh,
so if you look
fuck
at a
off.
Man City, and they're trying to get the ball to Grealish, they're gonna have the left back fly down the wing, and he's gonna pass to the center back first. He's gonna fly down the wing, and then they're gonna give it to Grealish so that he can create a little bit more space. Right? We don't see that at all. The only thing that I'll give him is that for Felix, he has set the team up, right? In the sense of he's giving him enough space that every time he receives, he has options for players that either make runs or he has the safe pass that he can make. I'll give him that. But that's not enough when you have calibers of players, when you have Mudryk on the field, when you have Savić, whether it's Madueke, or sometimes even Havertz. It doesn't really help them as much as it helps just João Felix. You get what I mean? So it's like, like I said, I'm still a part of the Potter fix the fuck up, right? Not out, but just fix the fuck up. And so what I'm seeing now is chances. So I like it. That's why I wasn't really tweaking about the game yesterday. We're seeing chances. That's good. But the problem is, like we said last time, it's just the fundamentals that you have to fix. It's just the fundamentals. Like, the way that we conceded was pretty fucking stupid. It was pretty stupid. I don't blame nobody, but it was pretty stupid.
I'm surprised we didn't score on that corner, too. Like, that looked like a guilt-edged
No, I was just... No, Couch, I was thinking the same thing when I saw that. Havertz headed the ball, and he should have just headed it on goal. But then Felix was trying to keep it in bounds. What is it?
Don't forget that counts as a big chance created.
Oh yes, yeah,
yeah. That one too.
So to everyone say, he made chances. Context.
Yeah.
That should have been a goal. I agree, Crouch, and it turned it against the goal we conceded.
And you know what the worst thing about that? Like, right before that happened, I was like, wow, we're getting too many chances not to score. Too many chances not to score. I feel like this is going to bite us in the ass. And lo and behold, right after that corner, there it is. You know, it's killing me, man. It's not, again, but like the frustration of this game does not boil down to the tactics for me. It's about just execution. You know, like, we have to take our opportunities when they're presented. You know,
exactly.
And it's not. It's as simple as that. You know, the coach.
At least Arsenal lost yesterday, man.
I don't care about that.
I do.
I think. I don't care either. I think it's a bit frustrating for me because I was watching the game yesterday and I realized, I mean, it was already going to be some chance to begin with, but we're definitely not going to win the Champions League because we don't.
So weren't we meant to be going all out for the Champions League? I think that's where everybody's focus was at.
Still only halftime in this leg. Still only halftime.
No, I'm sure we can get.
Hold on a second. I understand, Josh. What would you do wrong, or what would you do different?
Well, in terms of what?
Yesterday's game.
I felt when we were in possession of the ball, which at one point Dortmund had because it had more possession than us. It was like 50, 60% at one point. I thought we were doing a lot of slow, lethargic, side-to-side passing, a lot of the same shit we used to see, a lot of back and forth between the wing backs. We were most threatening when we were trying to break and get the ball to Felix and let him just sort of do something with the ball. I thought Havertz yesterday was really, really poor. Really slow. Actually, I was surprised how I never thought he was really that slow, but he had a lot of chances yesterday where he was like one-on-one or had a chance to get in behind, and he got caught by Sully.
Yeah.
He got caught. I think both center backs at one point were caught up to him a few times.
Caught by Sully. Really
He was very soft on the ball.
What I was trying to ask you. You said like, didn't we supposed to go all in for the Championship League with the current squad?
I thought that's what the consensus was after the last Premier League game. I mean, I think some of the guys even said it like, "Oh, our focus is on the Champions League," and like.
You talking about?
I don't know about that one.
Well, I actually like the difference between the game that last Premier League game and this Champions League game. It's 3 posts and a header, and James mishitting the ball, and what's his name, Koulibaly. Like I'm sorry, but if you don't see the improvement from West Ham to that, I know it's not going to be that. I
hear you, Alex. I hear you about the chances, but I could say Dortmund had just as many chances to score more than one goal yesterday.
I don't remember one of them that it was actually 100% scoring like we did.
Their XG was like under 1, I think.
It was like 1.4, 1.5. It was not that much lower than ours.
Like it's not. I don't remember clear-cut chances like we did.
Yeah, I don't think Dortmund had clear-cut chances. I think they moved the ball more dangerously.
Yeah, that's like, because we are pressing them high into all the way they could have scored. It's the counter-attacking, and they did.
Yeah.
So I don't understand the actual position over here. That like what
1.49 was their XG.
What was ours?
I don't understand what position
like
we could have
2.1,
done better.
2.2, something like that.
But not playing Kai Havertz. What my original critique is, why I know he's not your boy, but at least have him there.
Right.
So that's the only one. So for me, I see the improvement, but it goes back to original problem.
Yeah, you got one arm time behind your back when you make this.
Exactly. I don't understand when. I don't understand those numbers XG. I'm too old for this shit. So for me, XG don't mean nothing. I don't remember them have a clear chances like we did.
They hit it wide and over the bar.
Yeah, I said they're right.
Essentially, their XG, them at 1.4 accounts for Adeyemi's goal as well, right? So that was probably the one there, and then what after that? Not really much, So
that's my point. Why are we? Like I said, if you want to be upset on the West Ham game, not this one. Oh, this one you can be at Potter. Why
am I not even on the bench? It just feels like it's a build-up, man. Like exactly. It just feels like it's a build-up overall. Like we've won 2 games in 14 now. Like that is a damning record.
Yeah,
that doesn't sound like a build-up.
That's the big problem.
It's a breaking down for sure. But like you see what I'm saying though. Like a lot of people. It's just frustration that's being mounted after the fact that we've now improved this team. We've improved, the skill level of this team, and we're still not winning games. But for that, I just think that we need more patience, man. We need more time for this to gel. Maybe Potter's not the right guy, but I don't think that I've seen enough evidence. Maybe he isn't. I don't know. I haven't seen enough evidence to suggest that what he's doing is the problem. I haven't seen it yet.
Exactly. I don't think we play better because of Potter. I think we play better because of the quality we have better on the field. But for me, Potter's still out. Like, there's no evidence that what he did specifically improved us. Because the only thing I can see is players actually improved us. Not nothing. Just individual players improved us. We used to have Mason Mount that's supposed to be creating. Now we got Felix.
Yeah,
creating.
A week or two ago, I was okay with giving the guy a little bit of leeway because we had a lot of injuries. Well, now your best player's back. both your fullbacks are back. You've now got Felix and Mudryk in the squad. You've got Enzo in the team, and we've arguably gotten worse since then. So I don't know. I just don't. This is, to me, and I felt like this for a long time. This just is not the guy to take us anywhere.
Incorrect.
Yeah, my draw was the West Ham, and I said it. My draw was the West Ham. I'm Potter out.
We've absolutely gotten worse, Dag. We've won 2 games in our last 14, and those 2 games were when those 2 games were when these guys were injured. Basically, this was weeks and months ago that those 2 games were won. We've absolutely gotten worse. And then the players look lost. Nobody looks like they're enjoying for their football. The manager looks like he's completely out of his depth.
I slightly disagree with you. The new players cannot be that upset because they the ones that actually only have 2 defeats. 14 defeats I have myself.
I don't know if I'm supposed to expect them to be less happy because they've only lost 3 games.
No. What I'm saying is like the mentality of the team 100%. I think it's becoming more mental than anything. Those like this performance against Dortmund, it's actually mental. It's actually mentally to play that well, hit the post 3-4 times, had that many chances, and lose it. It will probably make him even worse.
Take care, Jay.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to see against Southampton.
Yeah, we'll see. Big up Alhambra. Sorry I didn't get to Super Chat saying, can't fault Potter for not getting involved. Dortmund manager didn't get in there either. I now want to see a shake-up of striker situation against Southampton. Yeah, Havertz can't start up top. Havertz can't start.
What Jose said right here is absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on.
Yeah,
I agree. When you
look at the improvements, the pros and cons, I'm not accepting that.
It's you confusing yourselves, thinking that you're seeing improvement while still losing at the same time, then thinking you're getting better while you're still losing. That's how you lose your mentality right away.
Judge,
right away.
I agree with you.
That's a very fair point. I completely agree.
Yes, I agree with you. The problem is if you see yourself playing better for consistently better, but keep not getting results. But we did not play better. We played better, maybe last 2-3 games, slightly better. Before that was complete shit. So Mourinho thing, it doesn't show us, it doesn't prove for a team. Mourinho's sentence proves that if you Arsenal and you supposedly play better, I'm pretty sure he was addressing that.
He was actually,
but if you see the improvement in the 2 games,
I mean, he literally quotes Potter in this by saying, "Because your players give their best." Isn't that what he said after like 4 games in a row? The boys gave their all. The boys gave their. That's exactly. This literally what he's talking about.
You know, he was attacking Lampard. It was actually Lampard.
2019.
He was attacking
Frank Lampard. I didn't look at the date. That's fair.
I mean, it's
still. I think the sentiment, sentiment still holds for me.
I still kind of agree. Yeah, it still kind of applies somewhat. But
no, I agree. It applies, but it's only been short term that we actually start playing better.
Well, but I think that's the point, though, Alex. If you listen to everybody after the game, it's like, oh, well, we played better. We did this. We did that. It's like, well, we lost 1-0. Okay, so you can say that as long as you want. When you start celebrating performances and losses, you've lost the plot.
Right.
I agree with you if you play better for half a season but not getting results. Yeah, but if you play bad for a whole season, and you slightly start to play better 2-3 games, I don't think that sentence applies to it.
Yeah. And honestly, on top of that, when you talk about that sentence, I'm thinking of you have to think of it like a mid-table team, like a proper mid-table team, right? So they put out a team sheet, they go in, they perform, but they lose, right? So what happens is they look at that team sheet, they applaud them, they tell them, yeah, y'all did good, and they put that team sheet out again, right? That's the scenario that I'm thinking when you say accepting defeats, and because your team played well, right? We're not saying that some of these players should still be playing. You get what I mean? So we're not really accepting the performances that they gave us.
Yeah, I'm just saying a guy like Mourinho, whose mentality is the top of the food chain, whose history is nothing but winning. If he was managing a team like that after a game like that, he wouldn't have said we had a good performance. The boys played well. No, he would have absolutely lit into them. A loss is a loss. He would have picked out, even if he thought one or two guys did a good job, he would have picked out the 2 or 3 worst players. He would have spoke about them. He wouldn't have talked about anything positive we did after a loss like that.
Josh, for me, the way I interpret
that's why he's at Roma now.
The way
but he won at Roma. He's won the Conference League at Roma, and Roma are in, I think, 3rd place in Serie A right now, and that's a shit team. So
that's
I
why
think
he's not at a top club right now for that exact same reason.
Josh, I mean, listen, Jose has been at the best club, at the top clubs all of his career.
At a time he was, but now he's not.
He's okay.
The problem with I agree with you, Mourinho. Probably
not dissing Mourinho on this stream.
Yeah, the problem with Mourinho. The problem with Mourinho.
This is where we're at now. We're going to talk shit about our best manager of all time. Okay.
Look, Mourinho. I agree. Mourinho would have done better, but he wouldn't have those players on the field that were playing.
Yeah.
Aspilicueta would have played. Mount would have played. You see
the
what I'm saying?
way
Like young players will not have joined us. Mudryk will not join us.
And the thing is, what he's saying is not wrong, but honestly, you have to look at our situation.
No, it's not. It's not wrong.
It's our situation is different, though. We have so many moving pieces in this team, and you have to be willing to wait. You have to, like, we keep holding on to this, like, oh, we can't drop our standards. I get it, but at what cost? To go back to what we were doing before, we have to scrap that completely.
No, that's not what
again. When you say that, what we did before. I gotta push back on this. I gotta push back on this. I'm sorry. What we did before, we literally collected every trophy in the game. Like, I don't care. I don't care how we go about it. Firing managers when they suck. Listen, there's not a manager that was sacked that didn't deserve to be sacked. I'm sorry. And the club and the team responded likewise by winning trophies. Like I understand
the only one, but.
It's just mad to me when people are like, because this is the problem. This is exactly what Mourinho's talking. I'm not saying I want Mourinho to be the coach, but this is the exact mentality he's talking about. It's like Moyo is saying, like, oh well, we can't go look at the past. We gotta wait and we gotta stick it out and build it. That is the problem. Because if you wait it out and stick it out and you continue to make it 2 of 14, 2 of 15, 2 of 16, 2 of 17, 2 of 18, 2 of 19, 2 of 20. Okay, well now you're fucked. Okay, so you're never getting that team back. You're never getting those players' heads back.
You're looking at it too simple. Like the 2 at 16, 17,
it's
18.
Not that hard. It's not that hard to look at.
That is a short period, Josh. We're not achieving anything this season. So that is a short period in the whole scheme of things.
That's not what Josh is saying either, Moya. That's not what he's saying. We made the shot on the Potter. Man United got shot on the Ten Hag. Who won?
Yeah. This is another thing too. Like Potter is here as a last ditch effort. Like I don't think these guys had any inkling that they were going to sack Tuchel before whatever happened behind the scenes happened. So to sit here and say like, oh, Chelsea had been scouting Potter this whole time. He was one of the biggest names in England. Sorry. No. They went and tried to get the best guy they could get in a pinch.
The only reason, now that I know, the only reason Tuchel got fired is because he sniffed coke. That's the only reason he got fired.
There was nothing.
Allegedly.
There's no allegedly.
No,
there was evidence on his mustache.
This was a last-ditch effort on a guy that they thought that, hey, let's try to get the best option we can get in the least amount of time we can get him in. It wasn't something where they're like, oh, they were spotting Potter since 2 years ago. Like, no, absolutely not. They had no intentions of firing Thomas Tuchel.
Look at how much research and data these guys use. You don't think that they had this in their back pocket?
Hold on a second.
No, I think they used all that data.
Hold on a second, Moya. Did they use all that research before they hired Potter or after?
What do you mean? I'm implying that it would have been before. I think they
if we did it before, but where does the data come from? Please tell me the names that use that data. Because the only one I know that used the data, it's Vivel and the team that he brought.
So how do you think
there's absolutely nothing to...
No, hold on. What do you think they use to make their decision? Couch, just a sec. So what do you think they use, or what kind of decision-making mechanism do you think they use to get a person like Vivel, who fit what they wanted in a Red Bull system. How do you think they came up with that system?
Because he was the highest prospect at the time.
To fit what? They had a plan already, though, right? You're telling me that they didn't.
Do you think they have a plan?
From a sporting side, Moyo, maybe.
Exactly. Sometimes you don't have to have a plan, but have idea, and you can apply that something to idea. You don't have to have a plan.
I agree with you, and you don't think that Potter was an idea of something that they felt would fit?
Not even a little. Not even a little. There's nothing that points to them looking at a manager before they got rid of Tuchel.
When you're gonna ask me,
okay,
or when you're gonna answer me, if Vivell was at the Chelsea at the time before we fired Tuchel, do you think that he will hire Potter?
I don't know. I can't answer that question though.
Oh, I can tell because he didn't. He wanted that other manager from what's his name?
How do you know that? There been articles where they had their quotes saying, "Oh, we wouldn't have hired Potter."
Oh my God, he wants the quotes.
No, but Alex, I'm being logical.
Alex, you are literally doing what you said to Moyo.
Like Moyo, if you can show me anywhere that hints to them looking at other managers.
I'm saying the same. No, I agree with you. Like same thing. We cannot prove one or another. So we're speculating.
Yeah, we're speculating, but the decision's already been made.
Now they've got Vivell and the others in there. If they choose to move on from Potter, whenever it happens, if it happens, it will be a more structured and appointment.
Yeah.
They'll look at it more than they did previously. I'm sort of on Alex's side where I think they just went for who had good, PR or stuff like that.
I don't even think it's just PR. Like he was punching above his weight at Brighton.
No.
They probably looked at that and said, like, listen, if we back this guy with some money, like really put a quality squad in front of him, we can probably see something. I'm not saying that that's what's happening. Andrew,
let me go after you.
Okay.
I'm not even sure if I hope that you guys understand that I'm not necessarily Potter in or out. I need to see more. I need to be more observant of the situation. You guys may have made this decision one way or the other. I'm just saying the decision to bring him in wasn't completely blindsided. Like the guy was playing some good football at Brighton. We seem to forget that.
I think it'd be very
probably the guy that you want to see take a club the size of Chelsea onto the next level, like especially after coming out of Tuchel, but it wasn't exactly out of the blue. Like the guy was playing some good football. He was being asked about he was being touted to take England. So
I just think though the next manager that comes, it'll be heavily influenced by Vivell and his team more than
I didn't say that.
So what I was gonna say.
Oh Lord, Jesse March is coming in. That's what he wants.
Okay, but Andrew, what I was
a Red Bull coach.
Andrew, what I was going to say after you, though, is I don't think that I actually don't. This is just my personal opinion. This isn't based off any facts I can prove, but my personal opinion based on what I've seen happen so far is I don't even know if Potter is going to be that guy. Yeah, but at the very least, I think they see him as someone who can move the team, the club, towards a direction they want to move towards. They're willing to give.
I think it's I think it's in the middle between what you and Alex are saying. I think it's some parts his side, some parts that side. Where, I don't think it's fully either way. Do you know what I mean? It's like I don't think they went, oh yeah, we'll just pick this guy. I did think they did look into it, but I don't believe, like Josh said, they were like they were looking at him like 2 years ago or
I don't know.
I don't believe that came out that story, and I immediately smelled bullshit from that story.
I don't think they were looking for a manager 2 minutes before they fired Tuchel. I think it was like, this guy's got to go because this isn't healthy for us internally. And now we're rushing. We got to find who do you think, who's a good manager? Oh well, this Potter guy's all right. Like he's got this Brighton team in 10th place. Like.
That's what I was trying to like. What was the Potter numbers, winning numbers in Brighton to be that data analytic? Can somebody put last year Potter winning percentage? So we will see how the data analytic will show. Please,
Okay, but
somebody.
And there was they didn't have an option really to get a top manager because at the time we're getting ready to go into the World Cup. Enrique's got a team, Flick's got a team. These guys that you might think would be
Ten Hag is already confronted.
Ten Hag was already maybe committed to United, right? Yeah, I didn't see United going after Potter, right? He was available.
37,
I don't even
31% something.
Yeah, Josh,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
even
that analytic for you, Moya. What's that analytic that show?
Okay,
30%.
so let me respond to that. I don't even think they saw him as the one. I don't think they looked at his. I don't think they were looking at winning percentage.
60 million buyout clause, not the one.
6-year contract, though.
No, but that's my point. I
feel like you got to take the L though. They were desperate. They
absolutely were desperate. They absolutely were desperate.
That's actually a really good point.
The
by
ball
the
was
twat.
in their court. They weren't desperate.
Because the twat said that it's only desperation. I agree.
Yeah, well, when you fire your manager without a backup plan, it's a desperation.
No. But here's the thing: like, I think Potter was the backup plan. Like, they could have sacked Tuchel at any point.
Look, for him to actually switch from Brighton to Chelsea, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna get everything it's possibly can to get all the contracts because he was comfortable. There's no way I'm giving like a 2-year contract out of this. There's not a manager in the world.
It was the easiest one to pick out of as well, man. Everyone else, you couldn't move their seat, but you can get Potter out of your seat. You got him out of the seat, you put him in there. We don't know who we're going to get next. I don't know. It's too hard to say.
My question is, what's the number?
Who would take over?
What's the number for you guys? 2 out of what? What number? What makes sense to you? 2 out of 20? 2 out of 30?
I do not care at all about that as long as we're not relegated and we can.
Well, that's where you're headed, Moya. If it starts to creep into like 2 out of 25.
The number is 9. The number is 9. 9.4.
2 out of 14, man. 2 out of 14. What kind of relegation numbers are those?
Just see the season out. See the season to the end. We're not winning anything. If only the Champions League is the only thing what left. The Prem's done. Just go through it. Once it's done, summertime, close it off.
I think the expectations is a lot of people's downfall. Let's be honest about it. I think that we should have dropped our expectations for this season. But you guys continue to hold us to this pedestal that we're just not at. And for something that we're trying to do, you can't expect us to keep.
What are we trying to do, Moya? Please tell me.
Potter himself. Go ahead, Moya.
We're trying to rebuild this team. We needed to get rid of players. We need to bring new players in. But then us spending 600 million, you guys love to tout the number. It's a huge figure, but you can't expect that it's going to work overnight. You can't expect that it's not going to take time.
Okay, two quick.
And I don't think you guys are willing to wait as much as you might claim.
Two quick things. Sorry, Moya. Two quick things. Potter himself was asked, "Hey, it's been reported. It's been reported. You've been given basically a free year this year. You don't have to win." What did Potter say? Did he say, "Yeah, no"? He said, "Ask them. Ask them if I've got this kind of leeway." Because I don't think he does, like it's been reported. And surely the amount of money that they spent shows they are not being patient. They could have done that over a couple of. They could have spent that much money over a few windows. That would have been patient. Spending it all right now is not showing patience. That's showing we want to win. So sitting here and saying we think because it's been reported by Simon Phillips or whoever that Potter has time. Potter himself said, "I don't. You got to ask these guys because I don't feel like I have time."
Answer me a question, please. So you saying Potter, you don't think Potter is the one, but he's here for specific piece of the whatever it is. So basically, you're saying what's the point? Like, why is he there for? Like,
no. I don't think. I'm not saying
the point of the manager there.
Okay, so 2 things. I'm not saying that he's absolutely not the one, but I feel like he might not be, and that is okay, because now 2, he's not here to get us winning right now. He's here to transform the whole ethos of this club, to move us in the right direction.
So so he makes the big decisions about that?
No, they have a whole team behind him, but he's going to be the guy. So
what's the point? Okay, so if we have a big team behind it, what's the purpose of him being there then?
He's going to be the guy tactically. He's going to implement those things on the pitch, but it's going to take time. but I don't even know that he's going to be the one to get us winning Champions League, winning
Moyo,
but he's going to build a team.
Moyo, you can't equate time with success. It doesn't mean the longer we wait, he's going to suddenly start working. Sometimes the guy is just not good enough. And he needs to go.
But how can you judge that in 6 months with all the injuries?
By winning 2 out of your last 14 games.
You can
build a template. You can build a template that, right, when I get these players back, I will know how he's going to perform.
It's time for me to go.
The thing is, even with a team that, like, this completely too... Now he just shows to me that he's now on the individual brilliance that we've had.
Let's have it right.
Yeah, I mean, there could be better coaches out there to do what we need to do. There could have been a better option, but maybe they just weren't available. And Potter was the closest thing to someone we could pull out of a current job and to do that kind of
exactly.
He wasn't maybe the best guy to do it, but he still has a profile of someone who can do what we need to now.
Or you could just give some cocaine to the current manager, let him go to the rehab.
Come on.
Allegedly. Yep.
Allegedly. Yeah, he's allegedly in India. What the fuck is he doing in India?
Hey,
I'll take care, Josh.
So according to Alex, India equals coke.
Shut up, man. Nobody's
talking. Let me go through these super chats quick. Arash says fans like Lewis backing Potter leads to this BS. I have no control in what happens on the board, but here's what it is. President Jafar says I appreciate the donation too. These new age Chelsea fans remind me of Arsenal. We've had that comparison a bit this season.
I mean, I've been around here for like 20 years. So
Alhambra says absolutely no chance we'd hire Potter with the current technical team. By backing Potter, the board are supporting a cultural shift, not Potter per se. So you're saying by backing Potter, they back a weaker mentality as opposed to what the manager would bring to the squad.
What they did is they got themselves a yes manager. That's all.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
I kind of see that.
But it doesn't mean okay.
Matches 136, 139, lost 47, drew 50, 50 draws out of 136. I mean, it is with a worse squad, but like that's still not great. It's still not great. Iman says Poch was available, but who knows? I don't think he wanted to join us because of his history with Spurs. That's why he never wanted to join
that's a lot of shit.
And Cedric says, from Frank Leboeuf, I expect nothing from Chelsea this season. I said that in August, to be fair, but yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, there was one more super chat. Alhambra says, first I hear Potter has a style of play, then I hear he's flexible, then I hear Potter is basically doing the technical director role. He is a head coach, for goodness sake, namely coaching the team to win. I don't think he's involved in the technical roles anymore, but I get that.
So what's the point? No. That's my point. If he's not involved, what's the point of him being there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because on the pitch you're not seeing anything.
No, not that. I'm trying to see, like, when people saying more you're saying things like he's here to get us through that transition. I try to understand what the purpose of him in what transition. Well, like, what's that is? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that is meaning? What's the meaning of this? He's there.
Alex, like, you might not like to hear this, and maybe this is proving your point, but I mean, it's a decent question because ultimately it doesn't look like we're going to start winning right away. And so you're asking what's his point, right? If we already have the people on the backroom staff, right, the technical director, if they're going to be the ones heading the project, maybe they just need a guy who's going to sit there, right, and not make us look bad or cause a ruckus in the way that he's kind of doing.
Exactly.
I know that on the field,
he got himself a yes man.
And maybe that's it. And maybe that's what we do need.
No.
I think he's just a group therapist.
No, Moya, look. For me, the problem with that is, what's the word that competitiveness? The real winners of managers are really competitive people, like by me, without the nastiness. I am a really competitive person. Like, I fucking everything, I'm better than you. Like, when I'm learning ping pong, I gotta beat the best man. When I'm going in wrestling, I gotta beat the best man. That's how I am. And I think the most successful managers are those people. And the problem with what you're saying, they got themselves a yes man. Those Mourinho quotes earlier, now they make sense. When you accept that, that becomes you. And when that becomes you, you become Arsenal.
Long term. You're saying it could be damaging long term, even after he's
long
gone.
Term, exactly. If there's no consequences for mediocrity, do you think those players, those are young players, by the way, those are young players. They, how you say it? They get what's his name? They give that impression that they still learning. Like you need the manager that gives them like feeds them.
Yeah.
Because that's the age of the players. If you give him like, look, I'm here to put the hand around the player's shoulders and tell him a good bunch of lads.
Yeah.
I agree with you. You can use it, but when you're using that thing and not defending specific things when they're not done, not call them out for specific things, like Kai Havertz for hitting complete like empty header, man. Even Felix, I don't even upset with Kai Havertz more than I'm upset with Felix. He's supposed to be the savior one. He freaking hit the post like Timo Werner 3 times.
I hear that the finishing pissed me off, but with Felix, I can see the quality with the players, so I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not pushing.
Yeah, even then, it's like seriously, come on, just one person finish a fucking chance.
Exactly. So my point is the mediocrity. If it sustains the same way, I will be even more mad.
Yeah,
I cannot fire him at the end of the season.
I don't want to see nothing, not even a hard game, win convincingly.
Alex, let me say that. Hold on. Let me say this to Alex. I think I see what you're saying, and like you have a fear of him, just kind of a breeding of mediocrity, of complacency within the club with Potter. You're worried about that becoming the case, and I will agree that maybe it could be damaging.
I'm worried us not winning game in 14 games. 2 games.
It's his first season.
Damaging, but I would say is,
so what if it's his first season?
He's
allowed to win 2 games out of 14? Where's the? Let me find me a job. Let me find me a job. I want to be same nurse as Jafar, whatever, Dr. Jafar or whatever. I want to be his nurse like him with that kind of success rate. Like, do you know how many patients I'm gonna kill? I'm gonna kill only 2 patients out of 14. That's the thing I want.
Well, I mean, when you apply context and that the manager hasn't even had his full, like, he's come into such a shithouse. The guy hasn't even got to use Kante yet. He hasn't even got to use Kante yet. And we want to sack him.
Oh my God! Tuchel did not have time to get Enzo. Tuchel did not get chance to get Mudryk. Tuchel did not get chance to actually play Aubameyang.
I'm just using that as a reference point. Wait, Dak, hold on.
Hold on. No. You don't get to finish your statement after making a dumb point like that, bro.
No, you shut the fuck up. It was a reference. It was just a reference point. It has nothing to do with actual Kante. I'm just saying. Dak, I'm just gonna keep talking over you. Like it's he hasn't even been here for that long. My point is he hasn't even been to be able to use his full squad. I'm already saying that this guy has to go, he's shit and whatnot. Like the squad is imbalanced. You know what I mean? That's just my thing. His squad is imbalanced, just plain and simple, you know. So it's like at least let him have that sort of squad before you can start judging him and saying he needs to go and this and that.
What would Kante done better yesterday?
I was just using Kante as a reference point. I'm just saying that.
So stop using the reference and use your brain.
Do you not know what? Do you know what a reference point? Do you know what a reference point is?
I know what reference point is, but your reference doesn't apply to the fact that we do now.
The reference point is he hasn't been able to use his best squad. That's the point. That's the general point I'm making.
2 in 14. Come on.
No, listen. No, hold on. Listen.
Hitting post 3 times. Hitting post 3 times. Hitting goalkeeper 2 times. What contest?
It's just like okay, we're like 2 in 14. Yes, that's the stat you really want to use, but like really and truly,
this is the only one.
Hold on, no, it's not the only one because the squad that you see today is not the same squad you saw 13 games ago. It's a completely different squad. So if you want to be fair, judge him from when he's got this new influx of players, and if you want to be really fair, judge him when he gets all of his players back. That's the best time to judge him. Judging him when he has an imbalanced squad, when he's playing Loftus-Cheek as a holding six, he's playing Koulibaly Champions League games. Like, this isn't the time to judge my man. I'll just be honest. When he has players coming back from injuries, like every game, we have 3 players.
Hold on, I'm not gonna judge him. You're right. I'm not gonna judge him on the positions that we actually did not get a problem with. I'm gonna judge him on the position that he forcefully put himself in. Why is we don't have first recognized striker, and he get rid of not only the first one, he get rid of the second one.
He didn't sign. He didn't sign Aubameyang. He didn't. First of all, Aubameyang he didn't sign.
If he signed or not.
And second of all, Dacho Fofana couldn't be registered. Fofana couldn't be registered. There's no choice there.
What does the Fofana has to do with that?
That's the second striker. Was there. You said 2 strikers. You said 2 strikers.
Kai Havertz is a striker.
But Alex, we can say the same about the number 6 position, can't we? We got rid of our only recognized sitter in the midfield.
Yeah, and we replaced with the other one.
But no one complained about that because it fit what we wanted him to do with this team.
No.
Yes.
No, hold on a second. Did we complain about the striker first?
What do you mean we complained?
We didn't complain about the striker at all.
Yeah, we did, but that's because we wanted.
Hold on a second. We did. Did we replace it?
No, but did we replace?
Hold on. We're gonna go step by step. Hold on. We're gonna go step by step. I said we wanted striker. We didn't replace the one. We didn't get one. We get rid of one. Did we replace one?
You're talking about a number 9 striker still? Are you asking about a defensive mid, or are you talking
about a 9?
9 striker. I'm not talking about defensive mid because you give me evidence of what we did. We get rid of 5. We get better 5. 100% agree with you. And to answer, you give me this is a context, right? Right, Dildo Excel? That's how you use the context? Okay, let me see if I can use mine. Let's use this context against, at least I'm not stuttering. What's his name? And now I'm using that.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Hold that.
Did we want a striker, better striker? We all said yes. Did we get rid of one? We did. Did we replace them? No. Why did we replace the striker? It did not replace the striker, but get rid of one. If, for example, if we would get rid of Jorginho and did not sign Felix, what kind of riots would you expect then?
Okay, but Alex, you could argue that Enzo isn't a perfect replacement.
I rest my case.
Jorginho. He's not a perfect replacement for Jorginho, easy.
He is.
He can do the same role, but we need him higher up the pitch. We don't have
hold on.
Enzo himself is not someone you would want sitting all the time.
Yeah, Moyo.
We don't have anyone to complement Enzo.
Moyo. Listen, the one thing that I will give you and Durascope and even Potter, the one thing that I will give you is Zakaria. That's the only thing I will give you.
Yeah.
That is the only thing I'll give you is Zakaria. Once Zakaria is back, if he's still playing this like if we're still playing like this, then I don't know what else you can say.
Is Zakaria sitter? Is Zakaria sitter?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Zakaria can be used.
Are we looking for the sitter?
Yeah, that's to complement Enzo.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Moya. Moya, were you looking for the sitter?
Enzo, so we can allow him to have more freedom in the midfield. To move
where'd you get this idea?
What do you mean where I get this idea? Because that's based on the 100 million we spent on the player.
No.
No. That's not what I'm saying. Are we playing a single 6? Are we playing 2 versatile 8s?
I'm not talking about a single 6. I know that we don't need a single 6 sitting there all the time, but we need someone who is more defensively aware to complement Enzo. Enzo himself is somewhat defensively aware, but he's utilized best when he's allowed to roam a little bit more free. And so that means his partner should be more defensively aware than even him. Is Zakaria more defensively aware? Is he someone we can trust to be there whenever Enzo is not there?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know.
Do you think the manager knows?
If not, hold on a second. If you say no, why did Zakaria play there then?
Because how often have we seen Zakaria play with Jorginho?
So hold on a second. You saying that we need the second to the Enzo more than we need replacement for Kai?
What? No. I'm saying we didn't complain about when Jorginho left because we all wanted.
Yeah,
him to
because
leave.
we replaced the better one.
But I don't think we replaced him adequately.
Oh, that's what you think. That's the problem. I don't think we. I think we dramatically improve.
But we didn't get a player who can complement Enzo. We got a we got a better
we didn't.
Player. Enzo is
the
a
guy
much
that
better.
won. The guy that won 100% of his air duels. Oh,
But
we
you want him
didn't.
playing-
The guy
but
that
you
actually
want-
spread the ball all the way to James on the other side.
But Alex,
I think
tell
we
me,
did.
do you want? But Alex, do you tell me? Do you want Enzo playing the same kind of a role as Jorginho?
Look, okay.
No.
I think. No, hold on. I think you misunderstanding one thing. You think that I want rebuild completely midfield without even looking up front?
No, that's not what I'm. Okay, hold up, Alex. That's not why I brought this up. I'm saying that everyone's complaining that we bend Aubameyang from the Champions League squad. It looks like he doesn't want to use him, and we're making a big deal about it. We don't have a finisher, and I completely agree. But why is it that we never said anything about Jorginho?
Because we replaced him.
But did we though, Alex? I think that's
Oh
what
my God.
we have to.
I don't
disagree.
understand. Somebody in the chat, please tell me, did we replace Jorginho?
Alex, you're talking about just numbers. You're talking about one in, one
No,
out.
I'm talking about does Enzo play into Jorginho's position right now?
Yes, but is that ideal?
Oh
no.
fuck!
We
yes,
got
but
rid of Aubameyang, but we still have Fofana, right? We have Havertz. Those guys played way more than Aubameyang ever did.
And that's my question. If you couldn't get registered Fofana, why you got unregistered him? Why?
Because he doesn't. I guess he doesn't want him using. He doesn't want him here. He's not going to use him.
Look. You see,
I agree with you. I feel like we should have kept him, but it's not our choice. We have to allow the manager to do what he wants. This is what I'm saying. Like people say,
okay, and that's my problem. This is where original question comes in.
Okay.
You will allow manager to do what he wants, and that's where I'm coming in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I'm coming in, I'm criticizing because when I see a striker. Oh, thank you for finally, after 20 minutes of arguments, agree that what I tried to say. I tried to say, if he makes those decisions up top by letting Aubameyang not even be registered, he's going to get heat because... hold on. He's going to get heat from me because when you hit the post 3 times, I'm going to ask you, why is the second striker not there? At least be on the bench. Because the first striker couldn't do it. Do you see my move? Do you see the way I think? Do you see the way I think? Was he is that bad of the player to be even on the bench? You don't have to play him. You don't.
Alex, see, I actually agree with you on that point about Aubameyang not being made an option. He's banned him, and it's a player we can use right now. I agree with you there, but where we diverge is I'm not going to put my energy so much into that as you are, because you could also look at the same thing with the midfield. You can look at the same thing.
African giant, man. This is the way I talk. This is my English. I'm not decent. I swear, man. This is the way I talk in the real
English
life.
Is shouting.
I don't understand why African giant is complaining, because Africans are loud, bro. Africans are loud all the time. Like,
you're not
First of all, I'm not decent that you're a nurse, African giant, because I've been in medicine since 2005. I know what I'm talking about. But look, this is the way I express myself. English is not my first language. I speak the way I speak. It's the way I speak. I cannot do nothing about it.
Hey,
I'm
people
passionate.
Hold up, people calling racismo in there in the chat. I'm Nigerian, by the way. So
He's
I know
trolling.
Yeah.
He's trolling. Santiago's trolling. Santiago's trolling. He's trolling.
Okay.
No, just it's a few guys in there. But he's fine. He's fine.
But can I just say, if you guys want to blame anybody for the way this season has gone, it's not Potter you need to blame, it's Bole. Plain and simple. Like, it just is. The signings
I'm sorry. That's when I'm gonna disagree with you. I will blame him for carrying Potter before Vivel. That's the only thing I blame Bole.
That's one of the things
the only thing I'm blaming Bole. It's for hiring Potter before Vivel. After that, am I gonna complain a bit against the player that he bought us the number 2 or 3 players that are best players on the market. Yeah, I'm gonna complain about the owner.
I'm gonna complain about the owner for what you said. Hiring Potter before Vivell. I'm also gonna blame him for sacking Tuchel at the time he did, and in the way he did. It's like there was no need to sack him at that point just immediately after the transfer window, and then finally the transfers have been absolutely shocking. You can't invest as much money as you did in the summer, and then spin it back and then go like in a similar route with the winter.
So I'm not really. I don't really know the information about what y'all were talking about earlier, Alex. Is it true about why he was sacked?
No, he did not get sacked because he has a cocaine addiction. Like, are we really riding this train?
Just be quiet. It's true.
It's not true.
It's even in the Talk Sport. No, it's even spoken on the Talk Sports, man.
It's more concerning that you listen to Talk Sport. It's more concerning that you listen to Talk Sport.
Oh my God, man! Just let it go, man. If you
Hold
don't
up,
believe.
hold up, African Giant. Hey, African Giant, don't lump me in with that short tie guy. I don't pronounce my name like that. My name is Moyo Sore. That's my name, niggas. So don't play with me.
Come on,
short tie. I don't pronounce my name like that. Some whitey. Come on.
All right, look. Anyway.
Right. Q says Potter was literally.
I actually start to enjoy more African Giant. He's better and better because I like his
African Giant's a G.
He's a G, yeah. He's a good.
Big up Q.
Fake nerds though. But let's move.
One sec, what's that? Paul was literally tipped for the England job. Who has not been tipped for the England job over the last 5 or 6
I'm pretty sure Lampard was tipped for it as well.
Yeah, like everyone gets that. That's not really.
Do you know what? I've got a conspiracy. I don't know if I heard it here or someone. Oh, sorry, you're gonna read this, Anna. I'll come back.
Football skill. Oh yeah, thanks for that. Football skill says you can't even beat relegation teams. We'll see on Saturday.
Tuchel lost to Leeds and Southampton, but
exactly. Why is Tuchel doing in India for the past 4 months, man? There's like the best rehabs in the world over here, man. Make sense. Just make 1-2. 1 + 1, it's 2.
Yeah,
Keyshawn, I don't blame you.
I'm gonna need to do our research.
Listen, but you can't. Yeah, you had to fire.
Yeah, and listen. I wanted to.
Just before you go, do a scope. Just before you go, Ace Ready says Arsenal 0-1 and 2 since Jorginho. Big up Agent Jorginho, my guy. Every time, go and do a scope. Go and do a scope.
And me personally, I wanted Tuchel sacked, but just not in that manner. You can't give my man everything not everything he wanted. But you can't spend all this money to help this guy and then sack him immediately after. That is the definition of negligence.
What do you mean you wanted him sacked?
I wanted him sacked during pre-season. I was the only one who came on here and was like, this guy is achieving nothing. Like, we're still playing crap football. And everyone was like, oh, it's pre-season.
He was saying Tuchel terrorist and the season before he got fired. Stop lying. There's the tapes of you saying Tuchel terrorist, Tuchel in oh my word!
If I called Tuchel a terrorist, I was joking or trolling. But like, I think when I said Tuchel out, that was after the Zagreb game. But I was like, wait till and give him. Bowley should wait till he has the court of public approval on this side before sacking him. That was literally my words. But I was complaining about Tuchel during preseason and like leading up to the season. I was like, nothing's going to change. Everything's going to shit. But that summer window has completely fucked up like everything. It's signing Sterling, signing Cucurella, signing Fofana. All of these signings were all terrible signings, and we invested so much into them. And now we now try to rectify it in the winter transfer window. And now we're saying, okay, Potter, we already had the clusterfuck of a squad from previous managers. Then we had this cesspit of a summer transfer window, and now we have even more players to try and bring in during winter. Oh, Potter, just figure it out. And we're all surprised that we're losing games. Like, there's no cohesion, like, whatsoever. You know,
is that Dag, are you the one grinding it back there? Who's using the grinder?
Yeah, it sounds like he's grinding or something. Yeah,
must be Dag.
No, that's not me.
Oh, is it Dusko?
Me? Is it my beard? I think it's my beard against my.
It's Rodrigo.
It's Rodrigo. Oh, it's your beard.
You see me?
It's Rodrigo.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, you were asking who it was, and it was you.
Nah, it's Rodrigo.
Oh my!
I wanted to say something about Potter being nice, especially after the West Ham game. Do you think he's being because he's looking at that England job and he doesn't want to like criticize like referees. He just want to be in everyone's nice book and stuff.
Okay, my question is,
I can see it.
I guess my question is, did he do it at Brighton?
Well, like going off the referees could impact the England.
But public perception. Did he do that at Brighton? Did he do the same thing at Brighton?
Yeah, but look at his perception right now. He's perceived as a bitch for being real about it.
I don't think he cares. I feel like
it would be better for his
perception. Perceived as a bitch.
For the FA, you have
to
be
if
like
you're gonna be real about it, everyone looks in. Like,
hey, Lewis, be nice, man. Be nice
Lewis,
to people.
If you look at the history of the FA, the managers always go for the lack managers like
I'm
this.
just
bro.
joking, man.
Lewis, look at the FA, yeah. Like historically, the lack managers like this. Like look, Brian Clough, for example, outspoken, never gone for him. Harry Redknapp, the lack managers like Potter. Maybe he's looking at it like, all right, if he doesn't work at Chelsea, I still got some money in the bank as people at the FA. So let me just stay nice.
African Giant, can you answer me a question? What kind of nurse are you? Are you RN? Are you LPN? Are you what kind of nurse are you?
Yeah, an African Giant.
Keep in mind, I worked in emergency room for 7 years.
He works as a nurse at a retirement home.
Yeah, African Giant, send some of that rice over right now, my guy.
Yeah. Some rice.
Big up, bro. Blessed with a donation.
Hey, African Giant, is that Ghanaian jollof or Nigerian jollof? That's all I need to know.
Senegalese jollof is actually.
Yeah, get out of here, man.
Yeah, I'm good.
Damn, everyone was against that. But
I'm just
calling. Registered motherfucker. Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Oh my God, big up.
No. I want to know what kind of. Why? Because, dude, how many times? He knows that. He knows what the LPN means. He knows what it means. It's the people that pretend to be nurses, and when you look at it like, oh yeah, I'm LPN.
Weird, bro.
Alex, I'm surprised you doubted that he's a nurse. You really
look. I grew up in Soviet Union. I doubt my neighbors because they snitching. You go to Gulag for 10 years in prison. That's how I don't trust it. Like, seriously, man, I'm gonna trust somebody and saying that I'm a doctor.
Javi, I agree with you. By the way, I think that's just his personality. I don't think he's twerking for any kind of job. I just think that's who he is through and through.
I think
we might not like it.
You want to stay in everyone's good books. I think the FA would look at him and say, "This is a person we can work with." The FA don't like managers like outspoken managers, like.
And that might be true, but I don't
always
think
in the headlines and stuff.
And how do you know he's doing it specifically to get that job? I mean, I don't know. He's got
I don't know. That's just my suspicion. I feel like one of these days he will might be looking at that England job, because the Chelsea job, everyone knows this Chelsea job. You're not gonna hold this Chelsea job for 5 years. That it just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen.
That's the only thing I see that what Moya said. He's not the one, but he's there for that. That's the only thing I can see that.
Yeah. So
that the manager will not get sacked. Yeah, that's the only meaning of that. What you're saying, that word.
Yeah, I mean, when I picture Potter, I just don't see him holding up a Champions League trophy or a Premier League trophy.
So
what do you mean? You didn't see Lewis edit?
Oh yeah, yeah. See him now. Look at him now. Oh, I don't gonna pop it up.
No, I agree with you. I don't
before the game because I didn't know if I'd have a chance to do it after, innit?
I don't think.
I don't know who you tried to box, African Giant, but my shoulder's not there yet. But we'll box.
Off the canvas box.
He said, "Let me get through
yes,
this."
Bro.
Yeah, let me get through my thing. I don't know who. I don't think he's actually talking to me. I'll just. What kind of nurse Nigerian Giant is? What kind of department?
Nigerian Giant. Okay.
African Giant.
Bro, what was your thoughts on the game, man? Because we haven't heard from you yet. What are you saying, man?
No, I won't open to Bielsa either. Fuck this.
Honestly, for me,
incoming pass, Lando.
Our feathers are so on the floor that any little intricate bit of passing is seen as the best thing since sliced bread. We lost the game yesterday to a team that we could have beaten. Honest to God, I think we could have beaten that team. And ultimately, I'm looking at.
Is it me or his mic or something?
He's muffled.
Yeah,
His
yeah,
mic
it's
is a little bit
sound like a mouse.
All right, let me just. All right, can you guys see me better now?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Much better.
All right,
Those cheap ass earbuds.
The headphones are dying, man. They're on their last legs, fam. Yeah, a bit like half our team. But in terms of yesterday's performance, honest to God, Potter has not convinced me that he's good enough to continue this role as Chelsea manager. Ultimately, he's been here for 6-7 months now, and the team are lacking potency up front, similar to his Brighton team actually. Looking back at it, I think even though he had Danny Welbeck and a couple of players up front, they weren't hitting the target. They weren't clinical with their chances. And right now, I'm seeing a direct reflection at Chelsea. And I know some people were saying last week, what do we call it? Like he doesn't have to talk loud in front of the media, loud in front of the fans or jump on the touchline, but maybe he's doing that in training. In this life, there's something called fight or flight. And there was an outbreak, and there was a fight that was happening right there. And he stood there and watched it like this. Okay? Effectively, I'm pretty convinced that if he saw his wife getting piped, and cheating with him, he'll probably just stand there thinking, yeah, literally no problem.
Big up, African giant.
I need to win. See what I meant by the perception, by the way, but that's mad.
Nigerian that lives in Houston, Texas. Big surprise.
Big up African
you could say that. I couldn't.
Big up African Giant saying I'm a travel nurse currently working on a cardiothoracic surgical unit in Seattle.
Thoracic.
Washington.
Cardiothoracic.
I thought I got it right.
Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, Washington. Big up, my guy. Big up. There was one more as well. President Jafar saying, will you be open to Bielsa at Chelsea?
No.
I'm already losing my shit. Can you imagine with that pinball machine?
Aye, he'd love Mountain Gallagher, though. Pressing machines, bro. He'd love that.
Yeah, but the pressing doesn't mean only pressing when you don't have ball. You have to press when you have ball, too. I don't think we can think that fast. No, I don't think we can think that fast.
No.
By the way, I want to ask the Boxing King, what do you expect Potter to do? Who you think that he should punch first?
No, honestly, if that was another manager, let's just be honest with ourselves. If that was, let's just say whoever, Jose, Ferguson, even Ancelotti, or so. Remember Gus Hiddink got slumped and thrown over the.
Moyes, he's calling you to box.
I know.
You both of you in Texas. No, you in Chicago. You moved.
I'm in Chicago. I had to run away from them.
Oh shit! Chirac.
But yeah, just to answer your question, look, we saw a couple of years ago, even was it Gus Hiddink? Gus Hiddink even jumped involved in judo, tried to stop them. And Gus Hiddink is a very diplomatic person, okay? But when you have winners, they will do something. Okay? They don't run. They don't stand there and watch the outbreak happen.
Gus Hiddink is diplomatic. Are you mad?
To an extent, he's not controversial. You know what I mean?
Yeah. After that game, that's the only time I see Gus Hiddink loses his shit is that 2009 semifinal. I don't know. I think even Potter would lose his shit in that game. When you have 10 penalties.
I don't think so. I think Potter will sit there and be like, that's the life. We just have to prepare for the next game well. And
do you think the owners are seeing this? Do you think that, because obviously we can discuss whatever, but do you think the owners are having this sort of doubt and then they just
Of course it is, man. Yeah. It's consortium. It's not just only that Bowley decision.
Yeah, of course,
And it's not only Bowley's decision. There's more people involved. At the end of the day, the sponsors that we're looking to better off FFP, you need the better sponsors.
Yes.
Are we gonna get sponsors with 2 and 14?
No.
That's my point.
I just find.
I feel like Potter's being intentionally more careful because it's still early. I feel like it's still very sensitive and delicate at the moment. I don't know if he's going to be like this all the time. I feel for the most part, he's always going to be more reserved. He's talked about it. That's the kind of person he is. But I think you'll see a little bit more from him as time goes.
Nah, bro. Boy, I'm probably.
You think he's going to be like this all the time?
How you do anything is how you do everything.
I've seen him show more emotion at Brighton, though. I've seen him show more emotion. Do people not remember? He I know he's more demonstrative on the sideline at Brighton.
I think even at Brighton, I think he was still like this even at Brighton. But I just find it funny that after all the numerous reports we've seen that saying that the owners are willing to back this guy and give him the full season, still people want to delude themselves to believe that he could be sacked. For me personally, I don't know how people do it to themselves.
Nobody said that we believe that. Nobody said. Even the question was it wasn't.
I'm not the owner. I'm a fan. And if you're asking me what I think Todd Bowley would do, I think Todd Bowley will give him more, time. Will give him to the end of the season, and maybe even the start of next year. But me, I don't agree with that. The same way I don't agree with Potter starting Kai Havertz and Niesman and putting the Aubameyang not in the squad. I don't agree with that. Okay, but if he agrees with it, that's it. What can I do? I don't understand what you're coming.
But this is what I'm saying. So when people want to pull their hair out of the fact that Potter is still here, I just don't see it. Like he's not going anywhere. So why are you crying? Like he's staying.
First of all, when people talking,
I'm not just talking to you guys. I'm talking about Twitter, the chat, because the chat wants to lynch me any single time I put any support for Potter.
See,
not really support, but just being fair.
And I cannot say.
Okay,
you said
Joseph.
that word. Not a lot of people can say that word, so don't use that word.
If you sure, but still
I don't know. But it's I don't know what it is, but in terms of justify to me as to why you think Graham Potter is justified to continue his job as Chelsea manager, and why we should put trust and faith into him based on what you've seen at Chelsea.
I mean, look. Go on, Mario. Go on.
I'll be short, and then you can go. Because it's too early to say that he's absolutely not, and it's too rash to get rid of him. So I'm not so convinced he's the guy. But it's too early. There's so many things that have happened that you can't apply in a context.
Let me ask you something. If we get, you said the only reason we get rid of him now, it's if we get close to the relegation, right? And I agree with you.
I didn't even say that, but
okay.
I could see that.
So when do you say that? What's the circumstances of us getting rid of him now? Has to be for you.
I mean, I didn't say that I would get rid of him if we're in relegation, but I'm saying that's what he has to avoid. If we did get there, then yeah, maybe. Yeah, absolutely. I don't see why we wouldn't.
Okay, so if we get a follow-up question. If we get in those kind of situation and we have to get rid of him, are we gonna look to panic buy as the manager? Who's gonna be available then?
I think it has to be someone we think can just like a Goose Hiddink who can just stable the ship
right now
until the end of the season, and then we can make an actual appointment in the mold of the kind of play and the kind of manager we want for the future in the summer. But until the end of the season, we have to find someone who can stable the ship.
Okay, so look, I don't think he's the one, but I'm all the one that actually get rid of Potter in the summer because there's no purpose of him fire him now because there's no.
I agree with you, Alex. There's no point.
I don't think there's any better managers available now, and if they are now, they're currently at the job, and the summer will give you a better option. But under any circumstances, I think that he will go far enough with Chelsea.
Yeah, he has to stay to the summer. Even if there was a manager available now.
If for example, if Ten Hag was available,
of course,
I would have get rid of him now.
Yeah.
Or for example, if what's his name? Even if Ancelotti was available, I will get rid of him now. Even if what's his name? Flick available, I will get rid of him now.
Okay, but are you bringing those guys in for the rest of the season to stable things, or
even if Tuchel got his rehab done and papers are proven that rehab is finished, I will give him back the job.
But my question to you is, Alex, are you bringing those guys back as a long term or just to the end of the season?
No, as a long term.
Long term, yeah.
You would bring Tuchel back as a long term guy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The next manager, when we say long term, he doesn't have to be.
Yeah, normal term, 2 years, normal contract.
Exactly.
Well, 2 years
yeah,
normal contract. That's the normal length of a contract.
I think the 5 years was too much. It was too much.
I agree with that. But this is the thing, and I just want to put it back to
I want Marco Rosa. The
initial question that was am I okay with what I'm seeing? And I'm not, and I don't believe that Potter is the guy ultimately. But I still think that within this contract, there were certain things that have yet to be fulfilled for us to even judge him critically. Like he still has there's no way we can assume that he's meant to succeed with an overbloated squad, with players that he doesn't want and doesn't need, and without even a preseason and a real say over who stays and who goes. So until all of those things, until all of those things are met, I don't think it's fair to be saying this guy needs to go and whatnot. Even including the fact that he's had a plethora of different injuries that have inhibited his ability to do his job.
And to go off of that, I'm choosing. Ultimately, we're all making choices here. I'm choosing to apply those things, those contexts. There are things you can throw in there and say, yeah, it's too early to judge. This isn't the way. This isn't the way. We can't really expect him to be. And if he is, great, but we can't expect that he has to be firing at this point. And so I choose to apply those things into context because they're there. But other people are choosing to say this is here, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to ignore it. That's all I'm saying. And that's fine. Our opinions differ, but I think those things are facts. They're there. New players in, injuries, those are facts you can't deny. And you can't discredit them. And I'm choosing to say, okay, those are affecting where we are right now. And so as a result, it's unfair or too early to judge him because those things are there. I'm going to wait until those excuses can't be made anymore.
Exactly.
And if you're giving me anything, then yeah, I'm on the same page with you. But right now, I can't ignore those things and I have to wait. And I'm willing to.
That's what, I think I just tried to tell people that you need to just so you don't drive yourself insane. He's going to be here until the end of next season. Just get with the times. He's not. He's going to have the full the entirety of next season.
Next season, regardless
of whatever. I don't think they're going to sack him in the middle of the season.
To be near the relegation zone. With a couple of games left to go before they.
But Mark Smith, that zone. What are you going to look for the next manager? You look at the panic.
It's just whoever's there.
You're going to have to give the other guy to quit his job and come to Chelsea. Yeah, I want a 5-year contract, 6-year contract, 60 mil. Yeah, that sounds good.
I think in the background,
that just sounds like another old manager, really.
Yeah, people. I don't think these people are stupid. I think in the background they have ideas and names of potential managers. I think they have. I think they will give Post the time, but they have a list of managers. But if it was up to me, the manager I want at Chelsea are two managers. Either we go with a German side, so go for Marco Rosa, he's at Leipzig, or if we want a possession-based positional football, I want Luis Enrique. But I know for a fact match-going fans will hate Luis Enrique because they hate sideways pass. Possession, keeping the ball.
Bro, I just wish we never sacked Sarri, if you want me to be completely honest.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but match going fans, they hate it. They hate that
never
stuff of football.
Never should have sacked him.
English fans love these. Oh, what do I need to keep the ball when I can just launch it forward quickly and
exactly, yeah,
long balls. But anyway, yeah. Marco Rosa will do a good job for us. I really think he's a good manager.
Like you said, the owners are smart. I know that in the beginning they were rash, and you could tell they were inexperienced in the decisions they made and the order they make them. Like Alex likes to talk about hiring the manager before the sporting director, but I think over time you've seen they're a little bit more smart in their decisions. And if I think they either get rid of Potter in the summer, or they're going to give him at least the whole of next season again, because I don't think there's going to be a case where they fire him mid-season. Then it's going to be harder to get the right person again. You're going to have limited options again. It's better to look at it in off season and make the right decision. So it's either they do it now, which I don't think they're going to do and they shouldn't do, or they do it next summer if they need to make a decision then. We just have to wait. I think a lot of people, they say, yeah, I'm willing to wait. I'm being patient. I'll give him time, but they don't understand how much they need to wait. They're not truly willing to wait.
That's
like the boxing guy just came up. He was saying that's a game we should have won. Oh, we did a little bit better. I mean, it's not good enough. Even the way we played isn't good enough. But those are the improvements that I think everyone talks about, quote unquote, that we're looking for.
I'm asking you.
But when those little things come up, they still complain because we lose. It's like, are you willing to lose to see? Even though you're
tell me. Moya, please prove me that the reason we're playing, I agree with you, we're playing better football.
A little bit.
2-3 games, slightly better. please prove me that does not. It's based on Potter's strategy, not the quality of the new players.
I think it's more on the quality than the Potter strategy.
You answered my question.
But you can still say that, like, you can't expect to see that improvement right away. I'm okay with seeing that improvement more from the players, but if more time goes,
actually that's the problem. I see the improvement from the players that he brought,
but
that
the players
we used to have.
But they just got here, though.
No,
they just got here. I
already see the improvement. What are you talking about?
No, but I'm saying you're not seeing the improvement on Potter's side. You're seeing the improvement from the players who he brought in, and that's
we play better.
Yeah, we play better because of those new players, because of the impact they're having on the team. But I'm saying, like, they just got here, and so you're going to see their quality first, but then it's going to take some time to build the chemistry with the other players. It's going to take some time to build.
I already see how better they are, and I already see the chemistry.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, so what else? What's the next step for you, right?
Do you think that I'm criticizing him on that? No, baby, no.
I'm
criticizing on substitution. I'm criticizing on the substitution. I'm criticizing on Aubameyang not being on the bench.
Okay, fair enough. I think we're on the same page.
I know I know how to criticize the manager. I don't criticize him on the starting 11. He based starting 11 based on injuries, based on that. That's fine. Substitutions are matter.
Yeah.
As the manager, substitutions are matter.
That's
why I said Lampard isn't it. His substitutions was the worst of anybody I can ever seen.
Even yesterday, that was bad.
No, hold up. I don't like his substitutions either. That's been my biggest issue with him. But yesterday, I don't know how much more. If he kept, you could say he limited his ability to substitute the right players in by removing a player like Oba from the squad. But based on what he had on the bench, I don't know how much more he could do. Maybe Carney, but he hasn't
isn't it? Hold on a second. Isn't it the self-inflicted wound?
No, that's where I agree with you. I agree with you.
So why am I not allowed to actually put it on Potter, saying that we lost 3 points based on that?
On the substitution?
In the Premier League. Yeah, and Championship League.
No, I agree with you on the substitutions in the Premier League, but I'm talking about just yesterday, looking at who he had on the bench. I don't know if I'm gonna complain so much.
Again, I'm gonna complain because the person on the bench is the reason. He's the one that made that reason.
Right.
He's the one that made the chance. That thing. He's the one that made the bench. So I don't understand why people don't understand my point of view. I do not want him to be sacked right now. There's nothing there right now. But when I'm criticizing him, I'm criticizing on the game basis. I am Potter out since West Ham because I don't see the future with him. On the other hand, I don't see him getting fired. So that's why I'm not even mad. I was mad because somebody called somebody a twat undeservedly. And when you say it, like the reason why it pissed me off, because the way he said it, there's no reason for it. I call twat or dildo for a reason.
No, you don't. There's no reason. No, there's no reason.
Always a reason to call you a dildo.
No, there's no reason.
Always the reason. It's in your name. What I'm saying is like, and then he was dodging the question, like, be a man and accepted that you called somebody. I just wanted to know why you called him. Even though I didn't agree with Jester. I didn't. I thought he was trolling the way he was talking. But that's beside the point. What my point is, I'm criticizing from now on Potter based on individual games, because in my mind, he's already done. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna criticize him on a game basis,
which is
game to game basis.
I feel
not
like
starting 11, substitution, time change, how you say it, working the clock properly. The way what's his name? He addresses on the sideline, because those are the ones that I actually respect in the manager.
And Alex, I think which is a shame really, because I felt like if from the jump, if Potter stuck to say a formation, a structure from when he got the job in all the way back in September, say after maybe in October he stuck with 4-2-3-1 with the players that he had then, and then try to work on something, and then over time we had a performance like the one that we had yesterday. Back then, I feel like people would have been, you know, they'll be like, okay, we can see what he's trying to do. But I feel like a performance like that came a little too late for some people. Like they just feel like he's already too gone.
Who would have been upset yesterday or against the West Ham? Those are two games that we slightly played better.
Yeah.
Who would have been upset if no substitutions were made at all?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't have been. As soon as Mount came on, I turned off the game.
You see what I'm saying? But who makes this decision?
Yeah. Him. I think he made a mistake. I think part of the mistake was from
when he brought what's his name and put Ukrainian Hazard on the bench. The reason why people was upset with is because Kukureya didn't pass it to him.
Yeah.
He brought Chilwell and he replaced the player.
Yeah. I think
when he played with Kukureya, when Chilwell played with Mudryk, he brought Kukureya and Mount for the same position.
Yeah.
Because guess what? You know how we are actually attacking from the left more during the game? Because Ziyech was shit on the right side. The only one was the James is the one. So when you remove Mudryk and put Mount and Kukureya in it, guess what? The only threat that we win for the left is not existent anymore. Now we have to rely on Ziyech. And Ziyech is great under pressure. Really great under pressure.
Yeah.
How many times he hit? How many crosses when he put it in the box hit the front person? Like he literally could press assault charges against him because he kept hitting the same guy, just like William used to do for 7 years at Chelsea from the corners.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Why what's his name? Who's the best? Why Enzo not taking the free kicks?
I think James took one good one. Yeah, I feel like
Enzo really take free kicks.
No, yeah,
Enzo.
Yeah,
Enzo. Enzo.
Yeah, he can.
Enzo did not take a free kicks.
I feel like
James took free kicks and what's his name? And
I was asking if he does. If he can.
He does.
By the way,
yeah.
But the fact is that where's the idea that James is actually good at free kicks?
Yeah,
I think that comes down to training. I think they come down to
maybe in training. Yeah, I feel like
because I don't see it. He has a bang of a right foot, but I still didn't see like over the top. Like the way he approaches, he's like a Lubin. You know, like he doesn't make a good run. He doesn't hit the ball to go up and down. He just like it's like one half a step.
Yeah, I think he bends the ball. I think you got to practice it more, though. I think you got to perfect it.
That's not the time when you practice, when you play in the knockoff stages in Dortmund.
But you see, I think
primarily the
Mount got dropped.
I think it's Mount. Mount is usually the free kick taker, but when you drop Mount,
that's not what I'm saying. But it comes from the manager. Manager could overcome that and say, "Look, let Enzo take a free kick." Do you notice that the players look at the bench for the free kicks?
Guess what? Like, depending on the manager, is like
they want to see who manager prefers to take a shot from specific angle. I don't want nobody but Ziyech when the ball comes on the left, and for some reason what's his name? James was there. The first free kick. Yeah, we had the first free kick. It was closer to the left, and still James took it. And I was like, why is James there? Why is Ziyech? Ziyech is the only good thing. It's what he has. Left foot.
Yeah.
It's like you have a free kick and don't let Alonso shoot.
Alex, I swear Ziyech did take one from left and his shit.
Yeah. But
he didn't even hit the target. It went out.
Yeah.
I think actually a decent free kick, but it was just too close to the keeper.
Yeah. I think in hindsight, looking at Graham Potter, I feel like he made a mistake early on in his Chelsea career. I feel like he should have stuck to a set formation, set structure, work on that, repeat. Rather than remember when he started, 1 week we play 3-4-3, then week after we play 3-5-2, 4-3-3, 4-2-3. I think from there he lost a lot of people. I think whatever it
Rodrigo,
does,
I don't think it's that. I think he gives freedom to the front
2
players.
wins in 14.
He gives too much freedom to the players up front, and that drives me nuts.
No, I'll be honest. I agree with them. I think the swapping and I think I don't think he actually knows, and this is my issue with him. I don't think he knows what team to put out to beat the particular oppositions. I think he just like he does the Pep thing where he just fidgets with players and then just says, "Yeah, go out and do a thing." And I don't think it actually works.
Here's the problem. What you just said. Hold on. Yeah, that's the thing. Remember when we are getting him? He said everybody was saying that he's exactly that kind of manager. That he adapts. He's never have a same system. He always makes it blah blah blah. Trasser play left back. Blah blah blah. He's not a consistent manager. But now we want consistency out of manager who never did it.
Yeah.
I don't want consistency. I just want a tactical plan. Like,
by the way, do a scope. Moyo, August B's asking if you guys are on Twitter and to drop your hand.
No, I don't have Twitter.
Just put it in the comment section.
Luke is a Havertz stan, you know.
yeah, massive Havertz stan, silky German and all of that, with fucking minerals. Big up David saying the Potter out, guys. Please, we can't keep doing this. The treatment Potter is getting is simply unfair. The man needs time. A new manager is not the answer. The level of toxicity and insult is not good. I don't think anybody's insulted.
That's a rival.
Hold on a second. 2 and 14 is that good? 2 and 14 is that good?
That's Chelsea colours on the
like that.
2 and 14. 2 and 14 is that good enough?
That's the thing. Even I can't defend that, and you know how heavy Potter in I've
2
been since the start.
Yeah, he chased his bus. He chased his bus.
Yeah, man. And now I'm sitting there thinking, like, bro, it is 2 wins in 14. Like, something has to change.
Lewis chased his bus, man, and said, please.
Oh my God,
It's the players. It's the players, not you.
I didn't call him the best manager in the world, though. That wasn't me. I was the one saying it's the players and sell Havertz.
You've got new players now.
But, like, it's not that I rate.
Yeah, respect the super chat. Exactly.
I just think respect the super chat. I just think it's like if we go and sack another manager, it's like it makes no sense right now.
Yeah,
and I don't rate Potter at all. Like at all. I just think
like look, if we get Xavier, you know what's funny? Like, oh, he did so good in Brighton. That's analytics. That was the reason we go and like Moya said. Oh, he uses those big words like analytics, like shit, like I don't, I'm thrown into people's faces like we dumb and shit. Like, and I'm asking, what's the analytics say his winning percentage in Brighton and every other club? Oh, 31%. Oh, fuck off. No. 31%? What kind of analytics is that? What kind of guy that will get 30% of his job complete?
The thing is, it's like
on 60 mil.
Yeah, we spent way too much money. I just want to know what the hell does he work on in training. I really want to know.
Oh, you can ask what's his name, the streamer that what's his name? Lewis. Eunice. There's a stream where Eunice went.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he looked at the training. Go see it.
I don't think they'll invite you.
Yeah, I remember he was like Potter.
Yeah, he ain't coming back.
What did he see?
Oh, he said we'll lose the next game, I promise you. And we did.
And he says he see
it was the Newcastle game. Yeah.
Did he show any proof for what he saw?
Big up Christian saying Potter out is poor coach. I love Thomas Tuchel. Christian from Brussels. Big up yourself, Christian. Let's hope Potter proves you wrong. Let's hope he does. But we're at the point now where he has to start showing it, innit? I do believe it's going to take a while for us to get back up to the top, but we can get some wins here and there. We are capable of that.
Like if we don't win against Southampton, I don't know, man. I do feel like a statement needs to come though.
Walter, can you bring up Walter's comment? It's a really good comment, actually.
Like if we lose to Southampton, I think.
Did anybody notice that at the point in the game, Ziyech looked like a right back and James looked like you know why you see that? Half. Because he doesn't have a right foot to cross it. He's a one-trick pony, man. Yeah. And we kept him for 90 minutes.
Play further wide too. James likes coming inside, so that's why sometimes it'll look like he's a bit deeper.
I actually trust James' left foot more than I trust Ziyech right foot.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
He ain't got no right foot.
So for me, the funny part is we benched what's his name, Mudryk, but left Ziyech.
He's just frustrating, man. Some of his, I'm not saying I don't think he played that bad yesterday, but some of his decision making, like There's a time he was in the box. He had a chance to square. He took a shot. I don't know if you remember. It was the second half. He got right, and it's like you got like 2 guys, 3 guys in better positions, and you just. I think he's playing for himself. Like he really doesn't care about the team like that. Like I don't know. I just got my hopes up from the Ajax version of Ziyech, and then he came. He's just too one-dimensional.
I wanted Mount to play right wing yesterday.
Like he just gonna cut in and do that cross in the box. Like he does have an eye for a pass. I get it, but it's just so limited. Like you know what I mean? It's just
we're missing Sterling a lot. I think Sterling would really.
I
really want to see Sterling in this team.
That's why I feel like we have a lot of problems because Sterling never got injured like that at City. Now this guy getting injured and can't even come back. Comes in training and gets injured again. Like I don't.
But in the return game, obviously Mount is
that Man Barca game now.
Yeah. I've just had it on the background, but
now.
I hate both teams. Is it working? The both lose.
AC got benched, so I don't really care who wins now.
Whoa, why?
I don't know. Apparently, it's not even for stomach issues or anything. So
yeah, it was just a tactical thing, and Barcelona fans are going crazy.
Stomach issues? Coutinho's clear of you. Always has been. Joke, man. But yeah, we move. Fucking hell. 2 hours 40.
Wrap up.
Yeah. Time to wrap up. We're gonna raid Flawless though. We're gonna go on his United stream. So everyone head over.
He's gonna watch along.
Find the doors for you wrap up the stream.
Anyone? Nope. All right, cool. Big up everyone. Like and subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow for the preview. Oh, wait. Super chat. Yeah, David says, I'm not a rival fan. We've had a poor season overall. From pre-season, I could predict this season. Tuchel had 3 wins and 7. We just need patience. You sound a lot like me in August. I said the same thing, bro. That's why I am still believing that Paul can turn it around. I still say the squad.
I see Tuchel turning around more than I see Potter.
Yeah, same.
I was gonna say in general, I thought this season was a write-off anyway.
Okay, no. Where do you get? Not that bad. You see, this is disrespectful. When you're given a Potter time to turn it around, but you're not willing to actually give the manager that actually has a manager credential.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I am actually.
I didn't see you chasing Tuchel's bus.
I never saw a Buster's chase.
Yeah, because you wanted to go see Buster Chase. It's not like it's a bus station for Tuchel bus.
If I saw Tuchel down the street, I would go up to him if he was.
Yeah. Did you saw Potter, or you went to where Potter was?
We saw Potter, like we were literally outside Craven Cottage. We saw Graham Potter.
Yeah. You knew that the Potter was gonna be there, right?
No, we didn't. It was a shock. We didn't know.
Oh,
we're outside. Because here's the thing: we're outside Craven Cottage, right?
I believe you.
Wait.
I believe you.
You know the team coach, right? I'm explaining it. It's the team coach was right on the left-hand side. We were on the other side. So we see Potter walking past us. Why is he walking past us? Why isn't he going on the team coach? He went in his own taxi. And
I believe you, Lewis.
And if you know where Craven Cottage is, there is literally. It's so easy to see where the team.
Yeah,
the team
20 feet.
It's such a sick stadium. Yeah.
Hell, even Koulibaly went past us like 10 minutes before that.
Did anybody told them that he's a wanker? We didn't want him at Chelsea. He plays bad.
Not everyone was positive.
Those pussies. Yeah, positives because he can actually kick.
Hey, I was real with it though. I was pissed that they cut at the end of the video when I said so.
Yeah, Lewis is a bias chaser.
They got Marcus Alonso at left center back.
It's gonna be my nickname from now on this stream. Lewis is a bus chaser.
Bus chaser.
Do you think it's not Tuchel yesterday?
I stole it from President Jafar.
You dickhead, bro. Right, but yeah, we're gonna wrap up anyway. So big up everybody.
Couldnt and Marcus Alonso. Are them